SunDaze. SunDaze.
I am your host from the East Coast, eating a delicious slice of buttered toast. And this man is...
It's your boy, motherfucker.
And is... Wait a minute.
No.
Wait, shouldn't there be another box down there?
Yo, where'd he go?
What the... Democrat Dan, you son of a gun.
You did it again, Democrat Dan.
You did it again, bro. You got stuff in the wall that you can't get to. Talk to this man. He knows. Wait, I can't get it right. When I point
it's opposite.
Yeah.
It's opposite on your phone.
Everyone can see I'm a little bit of a
dyslexic.
Oh, also, I did this last time too. And Caro Cunhao. I forgot the Caro Cunhao.
Yeah, that's right. Hell yeah.
Where's my easy button?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you got your board, by the way?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, dude, look what I just found. This is even better.
Nice.
Hello, people. Woo! Hello, all you SunDazers out there, because I don't even know. Is anyone watching right now? There's one. Yes, there is one, and it is capital E. Capital E.
Long-time supporter of the show, long-time It's Your Boy Fifth supporter of everyone doing local music, yo. If there's one person I gotta give, like, who understood the assignment of, I'm gonna try to help people push their brand, capital E is it. I'm talking about no matter what venture I do, she supports me 100%. She supports the show, she's on all of our posts, she shares everything, bro. That's a real fan right there. We love you, thank you.
A real fan and a real friend. Be more like capital E, you shitbird. Seriously, yeah. No,
for real.
Like, dude, remember you said before, and this is a true fact, remember you said before that if all we need is like a couple thousand errands.
Yeah, for real. Seriously.
Real facts.
It's big facts, man.
I'll put one of her comments up on the screen.
It shows 4 squares.
Facts. Oh, it doesn't show hearts? Dude,
no.
I guess it.
That's weird.
I don't know. I'll put.
Look at her picture. I said, "Hi guys, hi Aaron."
Nice.
Yo, check out the picture. She's doing the duck face like this.
Thunder, dude. You remember when duck face was huge?
Aaron, open your mouth out. Let me.
Whoa. Aaron, sir, we're not going that direction today. We're not. Remember what we said? We're not going to go that direction today. We got to be
fine.
We got to be.
I'll be good.
Oh, you can think it, sir, but you know what I mean. So what do we got today, though? Are you gonna?
We're going back. So me and Styles and I guess what? Dan.
And no weapon.
Oh, no weapon.
Yeah.
So we were talking, and we do like the grading format we were doing the last couple of weeks. We're gonna reintroduce that every so often, but that's not gonna be how we're structuring the show. That was just something we wanted to test out a little bit.
We're gonna do more like old school style.
Yeah, we're going back. So we have our topics list because we're a threat with the topics. So this is what we're gonna get into. First topic for this week on the SunDaze with Styles, Weapon, and Fifth. Get your merchandise now.
With Styles and Fifth, and occasionally, Weapon.
Hold on, let me put the middle finger on the weapon part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll fold into my titty zone show.
Occasional special guest Weapon, who will check into that.
Yes. All right.
But we won't rough him up too bad. He said he should be good to go fairly soon. So
it's all good. I just like giving him a hard time. It's fun.
Oh yeah.
That's what brothers do. We razzle dazzle each other, a little whack of a fucking rat tail and shit. You know what I mean? That's what we do.
Busting balls, brothers, for sure.
All right, bro. So let me ask you this. Let's get on track here. Let's get fucking. Let's get it right before we get right. All right.
This is Saul recording from.
All right, bro. So what do you think about the Trump administration as it continues to turn the economic ship around with the gas prices, egg prices, and inflation all trending downward? Speak to me, brother. What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm kind of really interested in what you think about it too. But one quick story right off the top of my head that comes to mind is that I was mentioning this to my wife, and she was like, I do the grocery shop, and she was like, I don't notice a difference in the price of eggs. I'm like, no, trust me, there has been a difference. The prices went down. I forget what the exact numbers are. We can actually put that up.
It's gonna vary. It's gonna vary from place to place, though, how much it goes down. But it is going down.
Oh yeah, I did hear that the price is more going down, like for the stores and stuff. Like if you buy in bulk, it's even cheaper. But like the actual, just like a carton of eggs, hasn't went down as much as buying in larger. So that's why maybe. But it's definitely all trending down. Gas. I mean.
No, it definitely is all trending down. The prices are. The reason why you're not seeing it is because you're not seeing a significant jump, like say from $7 a carton to $5 a carton, when you'd actually see that $2 difference. And things normally don't happen in big jumps like that, anyways. It didn't go up in huge jumps. It went up in steps. It's going to come down in steps as well. So when you're seeing a 15 to 20 cent, 30-cent reduction, you don't notice it when it's $7.80 to $7.50 a carton, right? But what you need to pay attention to is it $7.80, now it's $7.50, is it $7.20, is it $6.90? You got to look at it from a long-term or medium-term scope versus a short-term scope. Even the same thing with gas. Last time we had our episode was 2 weeks ago. I fill up at the same gas station all the time, and I noticed that I fill up at Speedway, and it was $2.79 a gallon. But I got a Speedway card, so I get 7 cents off. So I'm paying $2.72, $2.73, and then noticed that it was hovering around there, and then it dipped down to, I think it was like $2.68. So again, a couple cents. But when now you're talking about food going down a couple cents, gas going down a couple cents,
and like
it's in steps. So maybe in 2 weeks from now we're talking about it, and it's another 2-3 cents, and then 2 weeks go by, and 2 weeks, maybe in 12 weeks we're talking 20 cents, 30, 40, 50 cents. It didn't jump from $4 a carton of eggs to $9 a carton of eggs in a week. You know what I mean? It was incremental.
Exactly. It didn't happen by and it's not going to get fixed by.
It's not.
And
exactly.
A lot of people don't realize it. And also, the way that Trump is restructuring things, like, we might even have a period of time, they said, where our economy is pretty rough for like 5 or 6 months, but then it's going to be like this Liberation Day. I'm very excited and interested to see how this is going to go down. And I just still can't understand why people don't understand like the whole tariffs thing. I really don't understand, because, and they keep saying like, oh, these countries are going to do retaliatory tariffs against us. No, what we're doing is retaliatory. I think a lot of people don't realize this. What we're doing is retaliatory against them, because they've had an unfair deal with us most of the world forever, because they said, well, you guys are the number one country and you're so rich, so we're just gonna fuck you and you're just gonna have to like it. Like, that's what's been going on for a long time. And now he's reindustrializing this country.
I was gonna say, bro, that's the point you should nail on. That's the truth behind the matter. That's the truth behind the matter with the tariffs. Is everyone was like, yeah, but cars are gonna go up $10,000 and shit. But what you're now seeing is like Rolls Royce. What was the other one? Mercedes Benz also are now they're investing $20 billion in the United States and putting industries here to avoid those tariffs so that they can make the cars in the United States and then sell them worldwide to avoid the tariffs. Now you're saying, how does that benefit us? That's jobs, that's economic stimulus, that's growth in the economy. That's huge. So yes, the tariffs actually are working. Now, if you're talking about you're going to purchase your Toyota from Korea or from China or from Japan overseas, then you're going to pay the tariff tax on it. Yeah. If those companies are in the United States and you're buying the car from the United States and not importing it, You avoid these tariffs, and this is what these companies do. These companies aren't stupid.
It's the whole made in America thing that they've been trying
Yes.
to for a long time. But it's that, dude, everything, you know what's wild to me too? And real quick before I say this, I want to say another thing that popped into my head, I think that you'll find is interesting too, is that I think bringing these car factories back to the United States could end up being a huge thing for places like Detroit. Imagine,
Of course.
like,
Of course, that's
back.
it's all, dude. It's all cars there, bro. That's their entire economic foundation was built on that. That's why when they systematically broke it apart and shipped it off, Detroit is the way it is now. Michigan is the way it is now, bro.
Dude,
Like,
Detroit is like a third world country. It's like a battle zone, dude.
Mm-hmm. But it won't be. It won't be for long. When you start to bring money back into these places, and people have positive outlooks on the future, saying that, you know what I mean, like, I'm not going to be relying on daddy government. I don't need welfare. I'll be able to support myself. People start to act and move indifferently. They start to act accordingly. You know what I mean? Like, it's they have a sense of self-worth.
I say it all the time, like, not to be, you know, rude or mean, but to people who, especially people who are physically and mentally able to hold a job, but they just refuse to work and shit, and they're just collecting like entitlement checks and stuff. And then like you would think differently if you worked and you had skin in the game. Like, you had to go to work every day.
100%.
And you
100%.
Because you would then you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm busting my ass every day, but I'm paying the bills for somebody who just wants to sit home. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not like, it's actually called transitional assistance, and that was what it was always meant to be.
Yeah,
right?
transition you from bad to a good spot.
Well, what time is it now? 1 second.
5 minutes to 12.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be done in like an hour, brother. Honestly, a little bit less. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to take a business call at the door. You know what I mean? I need to make a sign that says, a red sign that says on air to hang on the fake.
Yeah. Podcast in progress.
But so where was we at? Bring me back.
All right, so let's go. Ready? Now, what do you think about the stock market being artificially manipulated in the course correction that we're starting to see happen right now? Because I know a lot of people.
Do people know this? Like, do regular people know this?
No. All they see is the numbers. So when Trump came into office, the stock market was trending upward. The threat of the tariffs and the fact that a lot of these multi-billionaires don't really like Trump and didn't want Trump in office. So they all started to speculate. What happens when you speculate in the stock market is you get these dips. But in reality, what it is when you artificially inflate something like the stock market, you can't artificially inflate it all the way. It's like a balloon, it'll pop. Well, what happens is the market itself will correct itself over time. So you'll see these upward trends, and then all of a sudden there's like this dip, and then it starts to, that's called a course correction. It's now, how do I say this? It's now cut the fat off of itself. You know what I mean? The excess weight. It's like a company that hires 10 people and 4 of the people are not good workers, and they're bringing down the other 6. They'll cut the 4, right? So now your 10 people's down to 6, and then they'll go rehire a couple more people to try to fill those slots and refill them in with the right people. It's the same kind of shit with the stock market.
You know what has a direct correlation to inflation right now that I've been watching a lot is the prices of certain commodities like precious metals. And because
gold, silver.
Because I'm into gold and silver, coins and jewels and stuff. And bro, the price of gold is fucking exploding right now. Like, anybody who can afford to buy a little bit of gold and silver, which it's rough right now. Like, the average person, if you can afford to do it, because it is exploding and it's gonna continue to explode. Like, and once it gets above, this is the first time that gold's ever been above $3,000. Like, once you break once you break a threshold, like silver right now. Just a few months back, and I always have followed the price of it. It was like in the early 20s, and now it's almost to the mid 30s. And once it gets to the mid 30s, it breaks that resistance, and it's gonna soar up to 50. I don't know if you remember when that happened with it. Like,
you know why? Dude, that's actually a bad sign for the economy, because the economy and these precious metals are actually the opposite of each other.
Gold and silver go up.
So when we're losing value in the dollar, and the dollar, your purchasing power of the dollar is trending downward, these precious metals are there for you to purchase to offset. Basically, it's how rich people stay rich. They see them losing the value of their money, so they buy these assets like precious metals and gold at whatever amount they are. As when precious, it's same thing with crypto. When crypto, silver, gold, and precious metals are skyrocketing, the economy is going down. The economy goes down, those things go up. When the economy goes up, those numbers start to go down. So it's opposite of each other. So when you see this, just know that, and this goes back to tie to what you were saying a little bit earlier with you. I heard, and again, I'm not fucking, this is just what I heard from a podcast that I watched, that we are going to hit a little bit of recession later on this year, and this is why we're seeing the prices of these precious metals going up now, because they're speculating that later on this year the economy is gonna dip, so that these numbers are now starting to rise. You see, when you see these numbers rise, it's time to take your money out of money, cash money out of your bank, and start to invest in these precious metals, so that when they do go up, you can fucking sell and make a profit. When the economy starts going back up, those numbers start dipping, you don't lose your money.
Dude, facts, man. I wish I had like a little bit more money to play with. Like, I do have a little bit of precious metals, but I used to have a whole lot more. Like, everything seems to, but I do see. We all know anything can happen, but if what Trump's doing, if it works, like, I think a lot of people don't realize this, and people who don't agree with this and not on our side are gonna laugh at this and stuff. But this is what I don't get about people. Like, do you hate Trump more than you love America? Because you should be wanting him to succeed. He's trying to bring this country back to life. Like, and we did have a major problem, whether these people want to admit it or not. Like, we had gotten rid of almost all of our manufacturing. We were getting tariffed to the hills and getting nothing from other, just getting screwed all the way around, dude. And even the thing with, like, they say, like, he's so crazy with this, that, and the other thing. Like, even the Greenland thing. I know you know your shit, so I know like, that's a strategic situation now. We got Russia and China knocking at the door right outside Thailand, right outside of Greenland. And that's for military purposes and friggin' the commodities that are there. There's going to be a fight over it. Like, we actually do need it.
I think, bro, you're absolutely right. No, Greenland's a little bit different than, say, like the other big hot button topic was the Panama Canal. And after I did a little research into it, I wasn't too hip on it. After I did a little research into it, I had saw that a lot of people like, China doesn't own the Panama Canal. China doesn't own the Panama Canal. And technically speaking, technically speaking, they're right. China doesn't own the canal. What China does own are the ports, the entry ports on both sides. So you can't get in or out. So yes, if you want to play word semantics, yes, they don't own the Panama Canal. Panama owns the canal. Okay, correct.
Dude, that's funny because that whole thing, like the tech, like that's the way that the left has weaponized words for so long. Yeah. But you know what I love about this period in history right now? It's all falling away. Like, it's not working anymore. All the things that they used to try to, like, embarrass people and shame people to make them follow this crazy nonsense, it's all starting to. Their whole house of cards is just.
It's fallen.
And the crazy part is that they're not even trying to course correct. Like, they refuse to self-reflect and look in the mirror.
Yeah, bro. As a matter of fact, they're doubling down on it, bro. They think, bro. Think about this. I'm hearing right now that their running mate for 2028 is AOC. That's the front runner right now. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Hey. No, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, please do that in 2028, Democrats. Please do that, please.
Dude, I said, unfortunately, the only thing that's gonna happen if they do that, if they do that in 2028, is you're gonna see the third woman in a row get her ass whooped. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna make a statement. Right now that a lot of people ain't gonna like, but this is why women are not meant to be in leadership positions. They're not meant to be in leadership positions ever.
Like, I have an idea that might not make everyone happy, but if they really want a woman that bad, if they run AOC, we run Tulsi Gabbard against AOC.
I don't want any women in the White House, bro. The women are not, Women are emotional creatures, bro. They base everything off emotion. They don't base it off logic.
Pretty hard, a pretty tough broad though. But
I'm not saying she's not tough, but I'm not saying she's not. Bro, women are not meant to lead men ever under any circumstances. Let's be honest.
Just saying a what if, you know what I mean? But
no, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Like if we're talking hypotheticals.
Do you think a lot of people love JD, but they don't think that he looks like as presidential as they might want?
Yeah, dude, he has fucking 3.5 years to figure it out still, bro. He's in his first quarter of his first presidency.
And he's young. That's what I said. I'm like, JD, dude, we could get 8 years of JD because I like to taunt the left with that. When I was like, oh, blah, 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 we're never going to stop. I was like, yeah, enjoy the next 4 years and hopefully 8 more with JD.
Mm-hmm. And then what? That would be 12 years. And then hypothetically, you know who does look presidential is Barron Trump. Getting Barron Trump in right behind him, bro. He reminds me of young Trump. He stands there with his chest out, bro, looking around. I'm like, that dude's got it.
Everybody says that, dude. He's got ice water in his veins, just like his father. Like that's what I dude. It's so crazy, bro. By the way, we got 3 people watching the show right now.
Yeah. Yo, right now, yo, do me a favor. Everyone watching the show right now, comment where you're watching from. What city you in?
Yeah, please. Everybody's watching. Please drop a comment where you're at.
What city you're from, or what state you're from, too, if you're not in Massachusetts. And then weapon and styles, if you could, throw it up. I was going to say, throw it up on the screen. Right. Dan, how do you feel? Dan, how do you feel about the economy? Dan, weapon. Oh.
Failure to launch, my son. All right, so before we get to off the rails, where we at?
International news. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Daddy. Oh.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh.
What we got on the international news front?
The war in the Middle East and the war in Europe continues on. Is there an end in sight?
Dude, that's a good question. Like, what's the end game?
For which one? Because I think they're both going in drastically different directions right now.
All right, so I want to say the more important of the two, well, they're both equally important because it's not just the Israel-Hamas thing. It's the Iran situation that is the number one threat. But I really want to talk about Ukraine and Russia right now because they're not doing what they should be doing if they're trying to go in the direction of ending this war at all. Like, you see what's going on, right?
Who's the cause?
They're still going at each other. And Britain and France are saying that they're going to put troops on the ground with their flags on their shoulders. So you know what that means. If someone gets killed, dude, we should pull out of NATO. I'm sorry, but we should.
No, let me ask you a question right now. With Trump saying what he did in the last couple of weeks about bringing people to the table and getting a ceasefire, why haven't we gotten a ceasefire right now? Who's actually holding this back? Who's preventing this from happening?
Dude, Zelensky's a big one. Zelensky was just on national TV the other day talking about how Putin, I don't know if you heard this, if you hip to this, I can put the clip. I'm gonna figure out eventually. I don't think through this free version we can put the clips up, but I can also say, oh, I'll put a clip up afterwards and I'll put it like on our. But anyways, it's a clip of Zelensky talking to the news. He's like, Putin's not that young, so eventually he's gonna die. We don't have to, but he's probably gonna die. A lot sooner than dying from old, like literally saying like we're gonna kill Putin, like on national television. Like that's not cooler heads are not prevailing, and this could end in nuclear annihilation.
That's the only way it's gonna happen.
Fear mongering. That's not fear mongering at all in any way, shape, or form. What do you think?
I think that. Right now, I think when Trump had Putin on the phone last week, the week prior to that, they both agreed to come to the table, at least. So that's where you gotta start. You can't just you gotta agree to come to the table. That's the first step in this whole thing. You got Russia to agree to it. Russia even said they don't really want to be doing this. And Zelensky is the one in the background doing everything in his fucking power. Humanly, everything in his human power to not have this happen. He keeps using the gaze of, oh, they've killed 100 million of my guys, or whatever astronomical number it is, because it's over 1 million dead between the two.
Bro, the numbers I heard is at least 2 million Ukrainians now and close to 1 million Russians. That's the numbers I heard.
You're talking 2 to 3 million people are dead, bro. That's insane.
And that's why I said we sent them hundreds of billions of dollars, and all we got in return is 3 million dead human beings. Like, doesn't seem like a good deal.
No, not at all.
But yeah, this dude, like, and I get it. Nobody's gonna love each other after you've been fighting a war with each other, and both sides are not gonna be completely happy. But they're living in fantasy land. I'm sorry, no matter what they say, because these areas like the Donbass and Crimea, they've been liberated since like 2014. They want to be part of Russia, and Ukraine's like, no, we don't want them getting not an inch of land. I'm sorry, that's just not reality. Both sides are not going to be completely happy in any war when you're trying to.
It can't be. It can't be. That's not how that works.
And like Russia's trying to, dude, it's just so crazy, man, that people can't see this, because I was just saying this recently, like, has it ever occurred to anyone that, I think we talked about this recently, that maybe it's not a good guy and a bad guy, that maybe they're just both bad guys in their own ways? Like,
I mean, no, but you have to ask yourself, what's the context of badness?
Bro, and people think that if you
no, but what's the context of bad? When you say that, when you say like, all right, they're both bad men, right? Under what context does that mean? Because all right, let's be fair now.
They're both dictators.
Hold on.
I gotta grab a little bit of water quick. I don't know if you what you want to do.
No. What we're saying is let's be honest with it. So let's put ourselves in Putin's shoes, right?
Yeah.
You see an international conglomerate, the UN, come up with a deal with you. You guys come to terminology and terms on a deal post World War II about the UN becoming an international conglomerate and not moving towards Russia. Yet they've done everything in their power. They've done everything but that. They've crossed these red lines time and time again. Finally, Russia had enough and said, "What the fuck?" and starts to attack Ukraine. At what point is Putin supposed to not do what's in the best interest of Russia's? And is that what we're looking at as bad? But if you flip around and you put yourself in his shoes and you go, is that really bad though? Because let's just say Mexico was this enormous fucking conglomerate and they kept pushing closer and closer to the United States border. We kept telling them, don't do that, and they did it. Don't do that, and they did it. Don't do that, and they did it. And then we decided to go take a piece of Mexico, to create like a buffer zone. Are we bad then? Because that's the same scenario for Russia. Now, again, I'm not saying what Putin's doing is great by any means, but let's try to understand both sides of the story here and try to play like a judge would. You have a defense and a prosecutor, right? Like, let's look at both sides here instead of just saying Putin bad, Russia bad because they went and destroyed Ukraine.
Why? Black and white.
Why? Why did they go in and bomb them? Why are they doing it? They're not doing it because they want to take the fucking land from them. They're doing it because they've been provoked for 60 fucking years. And they kept drawing lines in the sand, and we kept overstepping it. Draw another line in the sand. At what point does the country say enough is enough? Fuck you, we're fighting back.
Like, people don't want to realize this. No fact, but people don't want to realize this. But I've been thinking about this a lot lately, dude. And the European Union is the fucking British Empire, and these motherfuckers want to topple Russia. They don't want this war to stop.
Bro, the clips thing. I'm almost positive, bro. I'm looking at it right now. I'm kind of fucking with a little bit.
Bro, do you see that nuclear sub? That new nuclear sub that I don't know if the sub is newer, but that Putin just launched, and it's got the new toppest, the whatever generation it is, nuclear, like ICBM, whatever fuck I'm talking about, missiles, nuclear missiles and shit. Like, bro, let's not do this. Let's not. People don't think about that. They really do not think about that. They don't understand. Like, these people are saying like we could have how do they word it? Like, basically like a tactical nuclear war. What are you talking about? Tactical nuclear bombs.
Yo.
Yeah, dude. What are you reading?
I'm trying that. That thing down the bottom. I told you it says, if you look, it says mute, stop cam settings, leave studio present down the bottom of your screen. I just added in. I was just curious, so I added in the canvas for Concrete Jungle. Can you see that in backstage?
I can't see it right now. No.
So I added something in there. I was curious if it would pop up on screen.
That's fantastic, but that's not what we're doing right now. Okay?
No, it matters, bro, because I can add clips in here for you.
Oh, I like that because hey, did you read Capital E's comment that I put up?
We don't know what weapon is. Weapon is weapon's weapon. He went bye today, I guess.
Weapon pulled the no. This is what I'm gonna call it. Weapon pulled a weapon today. I don't know what to tell you.
Weapon whacked his winky.
Weapon whacked his winky. Weapon whacked his willy. Dude, all right. We're getting on a.
How many people? How many people's on the live right now?
There's only one again.
It's only one.
Dude, it's okay. We're gonna work our way up, brother.
I was just curious because I like when people are in there. I like to be interactive. So with the Hip Hop Everything podcast, something that we're starting to do now more is, and we weren't doing this as much earlier on, is we're generating more people in the comments, and people are saying shit in the comments now. And now I see it more than Aaron does because I'm more in, like, he's more like what I'm doing now and what you're doing, I do, but I'm in the background. So what I do is Aaron will be talking. I'm like, hold on a minute. I'm like, hold on a minute.
Do what I do, what you do.
Absolutely. So I'm like, hey, hold on. And then I'll have him bring up the comment on screen and we'll talk actively about active comments. As long as it's referring to what we're talking about, I will be getting more interactive with the people on screen, like in the comments.
You know what it's basically
while we're doing live. It's kind of dope.
It's like crowd work when a comedian.
Oh yeah, improv, absolutely, 100.
That's dope. I mean, we could even do that on here. Like, if we started to get more viewers, we could actually pick people out of the comments. Like if they're like, oh, I want to hop on, and we could send them the link and bring people on. And like, there's a lot of stuff we could do with this.
Oh no, we should take the time to figure out how to do it. Which it's gonna be easy. It's one of those things where.
What do you mean? I could add anybody as long as I had their Facebook Messenger to send the link.
Well, that's for me. That's for me to get on the. You can send it on your phone. People, I used to use my phone.
Saying is, the way I'm looking at it to explain to you is, it almost be like when shows have callers calling.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Bro, I see people do it. I watch a podcast called No Fugazi podcast. They do the same thing. Once a week, the guy will come on live. He'll go live. He'll start talking. And he'll tell people. He'll be like, "Yo, if you're interested, hit up the comments. I'll send you a link to join this. You can come on and join. You can either tell me about how much you like the podcast or certain parts of the podcast you don't like, you want to debate me on." And he has like an open forum, which is dope.
Look at what she wrote. You know what it is? It's mini Oreos. Yay! What are you doing, buddy? What is that? What are you fingering a donut for?
It's a Jerry Glaze stick.
Okay, that was enough of that was like a little intermission right there. So, but those are some good ideas, and like you always say, let's do it. Let's figure it out. Like
right,
Erin, maybe Erin sometime could not be a wimp and she could come on screen.
No, you know what she could do? Because I have a computer desk right here. She can come over here while I'm doing the podcast. She can go underneath the desk for me. And
oh my God. Sir, what is the next topic, sir? Sir, rein it back in, sir.
All right, here we are. Domestic news. Well, you fucking libtards are whining and crying and throwing temper tantrums with support animals and Play-Doh and blankies. We have...
Don't forget safe spaces.
We have conservatives like Elon Musk and his crew who have rescued not one, but 2 astronauts from space. People, let's talk about it.
2. Not.
2. See? 1, 2.
But let's talk about it. Is that crazy to you? That mainstream media barely touched the subject. That, I'm sorry, but what happened at the end of the day was the U.S. government and NASA, they left these people stranded. It was supposed to be 10 days. They were there for 9 months. You know what that does to your body, bro?
Yeah, fucks you up.
And they had no way. They didn't have any idea how they were gonna ever get them back. So it just blows my mind that like these people, it's just like all of the freaking when not they and on the list. I don't know if but it's just like all the Tesla stuff, bro. It's like people are stupid. I don't. These are the same people who are pushing these just like not that long ago. Before Elon said, "Oh, I support free speech," and then they said, "Oh, we can hate you now. We got to destroy all these Teslas."
Well, what happened? What happened to the American way of there's a will, there's a way? So we had 2 astronauts up on the space station stranded.
Oh, look what she said. Sorry, this fool. She really.
Y'all don't know.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, give that gun to me. All right, so they were saying, naughty. You're being very naughty, Aaron.
Aaron, I'm coming to get you after this fucking podcast.
No, all
right.
You guys going bowling?
Bowling with these nuts.
Nice try, Diddy.
Yeah, all Diddy.
All right,
but yo, but like in all seriousness, bro. On all seriousness, why? How can NASA, who we have given hundreds of billions of dollars to since what, the 60s?
Get trillions, probably.
Yeah, no shit. It's probably in the trillions at this point. It really is. It probably really is, honestly, God. You're telling me that government organization who has been around 10 times longer than SpaceX has been around couldn't go rescue 2 people on a space station, told it was going to be 10 days, turned into 9 months. It took Elon Musk and a reusable rocket to go get those motherfuckers and bring them home, but NASA couldn't do it with an unlimited pocketbook?
I wonder what those 2 astronauts. I wonder where I have to look it up. What states they're from and what their political affiliations were. Because like,
bro, imagine.
You know,
imagine.
You know that the reason why they never cared about East Palestine, that whole train thing, is because that's a red state. That's all. Those are all Republicans. Like, you know, like they did people dirty.
They didn't give a fuck.
But the thing is, same thing with
the hurricane in North Carolina, the whole cleanup area where FEMA went. That was all fucking conservative town.
So all that money, bro.
Amazing, huh?
Like you just said, fucking kabillions of dollars, and they couldn't rescue 2 astronauts from space. But in 1969, when TV was still in black and white, we went to the moon, bud, and we just fucking drove around and danced around the moon. It was just, and when we came, and then we came back, we rocketed off the moon with no infrastructure there to send us back on this little pod thing.
Mm-hmm.
That happened, bro. That really happened.
Amazing, right? And then ready to boot. We haven't gone back in 60 fucking years, and that is, again, I say this to people all the time. They're like, "Oh, how you don't think the moon landing was real?" Let me explain something to you. In the 60s, when that happened, that was the single-handedly biggest achievement in human history. Human history. The biggest event in all of mankind. And we lost the tapes or erased over them. So we don't have the mathematical equations to prove that we did it. Right.
I don't think.
Right.
I don't think they ever had the original tapes. Have you ever seen the things with, like, if people want to say this is such a huge conspiracy theory and stuff like that, but one good question that I read recently is that we were in a space race with Russia. So if Russia thought that we faked the shit, why didn't they call us out?
Because they bought it too. Because they bought into it.
You think they might have?
Mm-hmm. Well, they would have. Think about it. Or they would have. They would call
I've heard NASA. I've heard people who work for NASA recently on video saying about how you can't get past the Van Allen belt. So how did you get past it to get to the moon?
They didn't. That's why they didn't go.
You ever see that thing where they took pictures inside of the spacecraft and it's supposed to be Earth, but like you could tell there's like it was like a picture like in the window. Like I don't know if you ever.
No, it wasn't, bro. They took the camera and they put it to the back and they covered the fucking window so you could only see a
Oh,
piece of
that's
it.
what I
So
meant. That's right. That's what I'm saying. They were just in just
low, they were in lower Earth orbit. They were in low Earth orbit. They put the camera, they angled the camera through, so it's a window on one side. They put the camera to the back side of the ship, right, so that it created a distance. They covered the window in such a way that you could only see a certain part of it, and it made it look like it was super far away. And because
it was an optical illusion.
Exactly, and if you there are clips still floating around. It's hard to get now as they scrub the internet for them, but they do exist if you look hard enough.
That's wild, dude.
Bro, and they proved it because there's two clips. There's a clip of what we're talking about. Then there's the real clip that actually extended like another 10, 15 seconds where you see people removing the shit off the window and it shows the big ass Earth planet right there. And you're like, so there's two clips, man. Like,
bro, you ever seen the clips where they're supposed to be in space and shit, and they forgot to erase like the wire,
the wire hanging from them doing flips in zero gravity?
Like, dude, like, and like I've heard people who defend it trying to say, well, you know, maybe it's hard to video all this stuff in space, so maybe they do. Like, dude, come on, man. Like, and you know, one of the biggest studios in the world is right on the NASA property, right?
I believe it, bro. I mean, the fuck.
No, look it up. There's a gigantic movie studio that's right on the NASA property.
That's terrible.
Like, dude, the amount of stuff that is lied about, which we're not even there yet, but I'm pretty sure it's on the list. Like this, dude. I hope people do.
No, it's perfect. No, it's perfect, bro. I was just thinking, what a perfect way to segue into our next topics because we're already talking about it right now in a different manner.
Bro, I hope people do not let this slip away and forget about it like people do sometimes. Because I actually been following this for a long time. I think you probably know a little bit about this from like being on YouTube and stuff. That there's been people saying that there was a complex under the pyramids for a long time.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Weapon. What do you think about that? Weapon. What do you think about the pyramids in Egypt?
Well, Joe, Fifth, and Styles, Paul, I think that I'm not on the show today.
But you know what's funny? He posts a bunch of crazy crap about Egypt and stuff all the time. You know, like when he posts the junk and stuff.
Yeah,
but
he was high as hell.
But dude, I don't want this situation to turn into like, remember when there was mad drones everywhere, but now it's like it never even happened. Nobody even fucking discussed.
You want to know the funny part? I saw somebody talk about this last week. As a matter of fact, those drones are still around. They're still drones, but they're not. The problem is they're not being reported on national news anymore. So it's not in the ethosphere. You know what I mean?
Dude,
what do you think? What do you think about how much do you know, and what do you think of these? They're using the LiDAR shit over in Egypt in the Giza Tower there. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think about what they're discovering now, and what do you think is coming?
I'm gonna tell you. So you know that I'm a huge history buff. I love that shit. I love the History Channel. Like,
yeah, you love cock. We know.
But that's true. But my two top favorite historical periods that I'm really into is World War II and ancient Egypt, dude. Because ancient Egypt, crazy,
fascinating, dude.
To this day, scientists, archaeologists, everyone, they can't show us how these people built what they built back then. It can't be duplicated with what they had. So that tells you something right there. So there was been speculation, but whenever, dude, it's so highly guarded in Egypt. There's certain people, like there's one main dude that you see on the shows all the time. His name's Selassie. I don't know, whatever the hell this dude's name is. But they gatekeep, dude, and the government of Egypt, like they've stopped them forever from being able to do LiDAR on the ground. But now the technology has gotten so good that they can do flyovers, and the ground penetrating technology is so advanced, they just can't stop them anymore from doing it. Like, this is how they seem to, and they said that anytime now there's supposed to be like a whole research paper with like they said direct evidence like that there's a humongous complex. And if you look back on history, they always said that it was just like fairy tales and shit, but like it's been said that there were huge complexes under there, because it's been said that there's been ancient civilizations that got wiped off the planet that we don't even know about, because these crazy catastrophes that we thought only happened, you know, every million years happen actually like every couple
Every
hundred.
couple 100,000. It's
And,
more. It's mostly when the poles shift and they flip. It causes. So I'm glad you said that, because like
and
that's
it doesn't
literally.
just flip like what
I was
John.
gonna try to lead you. I was gonna try to lead you down this, but yo, you kind of nailed it. It was good.
Yeah,
If you
but
think about it, right?
on this shit.
We keep finding everything in the ground. We keep finding like all right. So we at the top of the tower, we at the top of the pyramid, and now you do lidar, and like there's this huge catacomb underneath it, right? And you're like, damn, do these people dig like that? Hell no. But the problem is you have massive floods when these poles shift. It re-terraforms the planet. So continents don't look the way the water level rises or lowers, however it happens, you know what I mean? And what happens is you get, like, the Sahara Desert, for instance, is a massive desert, dude. If you look at it, it's like the whole top part of Africa. At one point, was a lush tropical rainforest, bro.
And
It
at
had-
one point,
crazy.
it was a huge body of water too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, you see how it rises and goes, and it's like,
This planet been through so much, dude.
And so, like you're saying, you'd have an advanced civilization get wiped out due to this because they don't see it coming. We're only getting the topical portion of it, and we need to explore underneath it. You know what I mean? To see what's going on, because you get sentiment build up. This is why they do cores. They can tell the sentiment. It's this is all dark Earth, and all of a sudden, here, this looks different. It's back to this, and it's like,
and they can tell like when there was huge
what happened.
eruptions and shit.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can see because it's
Yeah.
the atmosphere gets caught in these grains, and then they do more molecular breakdown of them and see what their composition's made of. They're like, wait a minute, our atmosphere was made of X amount of nitrogen or X amount of oxygen or X amount of CO2 compared to normal day today, and it kind of leads you down a storyline of what's going on and shit. Bro, I think it's fucking wild. To be honest with you, bro, like it's wild how ignorant the common person is to our own history of the planet.
Like, even though I think there's tons of history that is not right because they try to hide this crap from
100%.
And I'm very curious. This isn't even on the list, but I just want to tease it a little bit. It'll be on the next show's list. All this stuff that's been coming out about Mars, bro, some pretty wild. Like, and now that we found out that there's liquid water
Yeah.
out of it, like, bro, and they're finding structures and stuff. But so my two, before I forget this, my two ideas of what this. So they're saying this underground complex is like goes 2 miles down, like it's humongous.
That's crazy, bro.
My two ideas is that maybe because civilizations had known at one point that these huge cataclysms would happen and stuff, maybe they were trying to build something underground. Or
That's a good point.
The most common thing is
Good
that
point.
some sort of an energy, like that it was never meant to be tombs and shit, because they've never found actual, even though they said the bodies could be stolen, whatever, but they never found bodies in any of the pyramids.
They're not tombs, though. They're not. They're. Again, going back to, you can correct me
Those
if I'm
giant
wrong.
boxes, right? They're too big to be.
They're way too big. I think what you're seeing with these pyramids, their location, because they're almost in line with each other around the world. They're in straight symmetrical lines. They're not like jagged all over the place. I almost makes you believe that they tapped in to the Earth's natural electrical field, that the magnetic field we have, and they tap into that field through these pyramids and getting free electricity and using electricity shot through the air, like Tesla wanted to do. Tesla wanted to have it where you could have an infinite energy, but not use like power lines like the way we use them. So they're not lines drawn everywhere. It's out in the ethosphere. You know what I mean? Like,
theory. I mentioned this on the show before. There's a huge theory that there's a breakaway civilization of like the
in the Earth,
richest people, the elites. No, I'm not even getting there yet. But I was saying that have this technology that we're talking about and know about it and use this stuff. Like these drones are part of it too. Like there's a lot of technology that the average people, like, we all know
We're ignorant to it.
there's a lot, bro. You know who would be great on this topic too? And actually, what's cool is because you use your computer, I was just thinking this, you still have access to your phone. So you have this link. You know who would be good for on this? On that, we want to do it today, but Anunnaki Cruz. If you sent him a link to talk on this specific subject, because this stuff leads right into the
Anunnaki, yeah.
Because they're saying a lot of this stuff, the ancient Egyptians were not the people who built all this stuff. You know, the smaller pyramids that they said were the earlier ones?
They found in South America, bro. They're all over the place.
No, but I'm saying they're finding out that the smaller pyramids on this planet, they tried to say that those were made before the Great Pyramids, but those were made after by civilizations trying to emulate those three main periods. So those three main pyramids, I think, were built by a different ancient civilization, or the whole thing about people from another planet somewhere and coming and
it would make sense. Bro, that would definitely make sense, because if you think about it, right, what we do know, and I don't know if this is obviously with NASA lies about a lot of shit, but they're saying that, and take this in a grand scale of time, we're moving away from our sun. We move away from the sun, all the planets, so our orbits are pushing away from the sun, right?
Yeah.
So if you think about it, Mars is further away than we are. So at one point, Mars was in the Goldilocks zone, which is what we're in right now, where we're in that perfect amount of distance from the sun where we're not getting burnt. The radiation isn't too bad, yet it's not too cold for life to live. So at some point, Mars was in this Goldilocks zone, right? Which would make sense on why it has water still. Was Mars inhabited at one point, which is why we're seeing these broken down structures from fucking 12 billion years ago, 10 billion years ago, whatever, 250 million years ago. 250 million years is a long fucking time. Think about that. It could be enough time for Mars to have been in the habitable zone and then slide its way out. And then like us, like we would never know, our history is erased. We keep jumping back to the next planet, terraforming it while it's in the Goldilocks zone. As our planet's leaving and you're not going to be habitable for humans, we jump to the next one coming into the. That would make logical sense on how a species, knowing it's in imminent death or its imminent doom, would try to find a way to keep it running. You know what I mean?
That's why I think they want to go to Mars, because the way the current atmosphere of Mars is not a very hospitable place at all. So I think they want to go there because they want to find out what was there before. That's why I think they want to go there. I really do. And to have a backup plan for if this world's ever, like you're saying, like if the sun is if we're gonna get too far away from it, or it's gonna die or whatever.
Or even better, you think about this. You want to talk about conspiracies? Let's dig down this hole. Ready? What if Mars is meant for the elite of the elite of the elite on purpose? And here's why. If they're on the same planet as us, being our rulers, name me one slave ruler class that the slaves didn't rebel and take out the ownership, right? But how can you take out ownership if you're on another fucking planet? We can't access you, but they control everything on this fucking planet. Everything. They control your sunlight, your food, your water. They control everything. So we can't. When you go to rebel, who are you rebelling against? You can't get to them. It's like a way to keep you in enslavement forever. Prison planet.
Also, there has been a conspiracy theory forever. The same type of situation, but instead of being on another planet, they're in the hollow earth. And we don't know they're there, so we can't get to them. What's it say?
What are you doing? What do you want?
Oh, I just read a headline that come up. It looked like it said that. I thought it said, does Dave Chappelle own restaurants?
Maybe. I would assume so. I mean, he's a rich boy.
No, maybe it was someone else. It said that somebody was filing for bankruptcy, so I don't think it's him. And I love, dude, speaking to him, I love how he was like the first person to really be like, nah, sorry, you can't cancel me. Like,
oh damn, yo, Aaron's definitely in here. I just went on our live chat real quick.
Bravo. Oh,
Aaron, you want to play games?
Listen, Do you like my comment about
I don't see you on here.
on the screen?
Oh, yeah. He said, like my comment. It's fucking it's a channel. I'm looking for like our shit off. Nah, I got you.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
Right? Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew. Where are we?
Hold on, I have to go back. I have to go back to the thing. Hold on.
You son of a gun. Silly man, you.
All right. So as we have many different topics on the show, we like to go around and harass the fuck out of people. Culture wars. Culture wars, my friend. So the culture wars are more intense now than ever before. But we switch sides. The left is on the losing side of this argument now. And the common sense era has begun. But how do you think it is that we got this way in the first place? And what work do we need to do to fully pull ourselves out of this fucking hole? What's the solutions while still being fair to the people who are stupid?
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Bro, do you want to know how I think we got here? And and then you can say what you think.
No, I asked you the question, so yes, I do want to hear you. Yes, the reason I asked you is because I wanted your opinion, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. So,
hold on. Hey, weapon. What do you think about that? Oh man.
Yeah. So what I think about that actually is how we got here is for the past few decades, people stopped being parents and they started letting the school system, the public school system, be their kids' parents. Some kids will get dropped off like for early breakfast thing. They get dropped off at like 7 a.m. and then their parents don't pick them up from their after school program until 6:30 p.m. That's fucking wild. So they taught these kids in schools and colleges. They pushed this whole socialist, Marxist, LGBTQ plus trans revolution. It's just do you know what I thought the other day to myself? I was like, what if this is all about like, because not everyone, but there's plenty of people who like they're ashamed because they're gay, which I don't think they have to be ashamed. I don't have any problems with the whole community.
Cassius isn't ashamed.
But in this
Adam's not ashamed.
I know he's been making some pretty I think it's very brave of Cassius to make to make videos and just be proud of his homosexuality. Oh wait, is he a trans man? Oh, what is he? But anyway,
I don't know. I don't know, but yo, to answer your question about what you asked, this off
we just
topic,
got canceled. Wait a minute, but I wasn't totally done yet. We just got canceled. So so what I think is crazy is like, did they do this so they could be like, oh, like I'm not actually gay, because like I'm supposed to be this, like a guy who's saying that he's a girl and he dates men, like, oh, I'm not gay, I'm a woman, like, do you understand? Like, was that the game? Was that the trick? Like, and I was asking, what happened?
Bro, you really want to think about that? I think in the majority of these people that are guys turning to girls are.
We got 2 in here right now, by the way.
They're definitely not.
Shout out
the best looking. They're definitely not the best looking men. So I think like this: they don't get attention from females at all. They transition into a female so that they can be around girls to try to figure out what it is that makes them tick. So that they can get, and because they don't get no pussy, so they're like, yo, if I tell them I'm a girl, I can be on the swim team. I can go get changed around them. I get to see titties and pussy that's actually in real life and not on Pornhub on my fucking phone. It's pervert shit, bro.
Did you see this 60-year-old man who's saying that he?
Did you say 60? Did you say 60?
Yeah, this 60-year-old man that's identifying as a teenage girl. I believe it's in Canada. And he went and joined the community teenage girls swim team, and they let him. And this dude's in a fucking Speedo with his old fucking dong. Like, what are we doing, people? Like this is what I'm talking about. I don't care. I'm not a bigot. I don't care, and I don't need to prove that to anybody. I don't care what you want to do with your sex life. I really don't. But I don't understand what it has to do with pushing it on children. Like, and you can deny it all you want, because I know plenty of gay people who are like, no, absolutely, this has no place in school. Like, it just really doesn't.
Well, me and you both know why they're doing that. This all goes back to you're either throwing the fist or you're the one taking the hit.
You know who would be dope to have on here as a guest for this discussion? You know what I'm going to say, right?
Mickey King.
Oh, freaking cat shit. No. I was going to say Chris P, because she's picking up what we're putting down, because she's Generation X, or she's right on the. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I think this whole gay LGBT movement
Steve
getting
Jabroni.
Yeah, Steve Jabroni. So with them pushing this down our throats way more now than ever, it's just another way to get as many men to become soft, docile people. It takes, and then you get these people to shame alpha males like myself and yourself, and to not want to be the guy. You gotta understand this. If people want to take advantage of you and roll over you, it is so much easier. It is so much easier to do that against weak-minded people that can be broken. All it takes is one person like us to stand up and say what everyone else is thinking, and then it's an idea. It starts to spread. They know that if they can convert as many men into women, they'll be docile humans, easy to roll over, and you're systematically eroding alpha males out of society. You can easily be washed over. A government, a country, whatever it is, can just walk over you, and there's no one there to stop it.
And they want to take away the guns. Hey, we had two people in here again, just so you know. And they was on here for a while. Look at what Aaron said. It's on.
Can I see yours?
It's on.
Can I see yours, please?
No, sir. Back to So, yeah, dude. Like, it's just like the whole, like, I don't understand why there was even a discussion about biological men in women's sports, because it's just insane. Like, they were literally taking away biological males were taking away scholarships and shit and beating the bet. Like, and it's exactly what you said. They're trying to erode society. That's why they want to they started out back in the day getting rid of the nuclear family. They wanted all women to be single moms and shit. You know, all that shit. Like,
well, it all ties together, bro. It all ties together. Like you're saying, the eroding of the family, right, ties direct correlation into what you're saying about the two. So now you don't have a mother at home. Now you don't have a mother at home, right? So the nuclear family structure keeps people tight-knit together. What happens? Now you take the mother out of the household. She starts working. Who's raising the kids now? Because
is the father.
No. What I'm saying is now when you have two people, when you have a mother at home, the mother can still kind of be there to lead the children down a certain path. Well, if the mother's not in the household anymore, the fathers traditionally work, right? It goes to what you were just saying earlier. Now you got the school system, teachers and shit, now taking over that role, and now they're the ones putting these ideas and setting the seed in your kids' fucking brains. It isn't the parents. It's whatever agenda they want.
And then when they come home, they're hopping on their tablets and their cell phones and their laptops and getting pounded with propaganda.
Propaganda again, yep.
Like this.
So this is crazy.
But you know what happens though? Unfortunately, I've said this a lot. Unfortunately, it's part of the process. I know you heard this before. You ever heard the saying before that hard times make strong men, and strong men make easy times. Easy times make weak men.
Weak men, yep.
And
it's a circle. It's a perpetual circle, dude. Yep.
History goes in a cycle, and we're at the end of a cycle right now where historically they've always reset us by having a huge war, like throughout all of history. But the problem that we have now is we have become so technologically advanced. Too many countries have nukes now, so we can't just be doing a huge war anymore. And
the information age, bro. Too much people have information where before they could lead us down a road by telling us what they want to tell us on whatever news organization. But now that there's independent news, they can't do it anymore.
The CIA would manipulate.
What am I going to join?
Oh, now you want to join in?
Well,
All right, if you listen, because you're late, if you want to get show the whole world your tits, and then we'll let you in.
Sir.
I don't have any. Brother.
But are we at the correct spot?
Yeah, no, literally, you walked in right at the right time.
Good job.
Do you want to join?
Yes. Let me get my.
So I'll start this off because this is more for me. This is less for you. I know.
Also, do a little introduction.
Yeah. No, she does that, but so this next session is called Bros versus Hoes. This is where Fifth shines here, and I know my man Styles over here. So to be right up front, Styles does not fully agree with my outlook on the majority of the shit that comes out of my mouth pertaining to this.
We're mostly on the same page, but there's some things that
there's some things he's not allowed to agree with me, or his girl will whoop his all over the place.
You son of a bitch, you know that.
Oh shit!
Oh, hold up, bro.
What we got? What are you looking at?
Oh.
Oh.
I saw some stuff on the screen. It said media assets. Oh yeah. If you upgrade.
Yo, down the bottom of the screen, down the bottom of your screen, you should say stop cam settings and present. The present should have it looks like a computer monitor with a plus in it. If you hit that plus button, right, it says slides, PDFs, video file, image file, and share screen. I think if you were to get the videos, you could put them in your video file. What happens is you put us backstage, the video plays on screen, and then you bring us back up front.
But
that's how
they did say that I would need to
upgrade.
Yeah. So yeah, isn't it like $400?
Yeah, I'm thinking about just paying for the fucking thing because I want to start doing more podcasts. To be honest with you. But yo, to get us.
Aren't you still doing your what is your Fridays with?
I haven't even started that yet because I just Fifth's free form Fridays. It's the 4S podcast. I already have my logo set up for it. I just have to make my intro to the beginning of the episode.
It's called Fifth's Fully Fucked in His Fucking Head is the name of it.
That's exactly what it is. But my thing's gonna be a little different where I do a hip hop podcast already. I do a political podcast with you. So what I want to do is I'm going to have a little bit of... I want to be a free-form Friday where we can talk about anything. We can talk about a movie. We can talk about cooking. We can talk about music. We can talk about politics that week. It doesn't matter. It's free-form. It's whatever anyone wants to talk about. But I don't want to be long-form. The hip-hop podcast is 2 to 2.5 hours. This podcast is an hour to hour and a half. I don't want that length of shit. There you go. There you go. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear.
Step over here.
Are you reading it? You reading the?
Yeah, I see down the bottom.
Why do I look blurry?
Yo, bro, you might have to come forward. So it blurs the background though.
I'm gonna get
the chair. Can you get the chair over there? All right, so we're gonna have a little special guest here in studio with It's Your Boy Fifth. Is my I want to say better half sometimes. No, I'm kidding. She goes by, if you want to check her out on social medias, she's Karen Morse. That's Erin with a K in front, capital E. So that's KERINMORSE. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see underneath my relationship status that we're together on. You click on her page. She's fully monetized page. She's gonna start doing some shit, but she is obviously, I'm considered quote unquote the red pill guy or whatever, right? So you could say that she's a red pill wifey or whatever. She doesn't fully.
Shit.
There you go. Look at me, I do. But no, she It's funny because she agrees with a lot of shit that I say, but obviously it differs in opinion on whatnot. But like the battle of the sexes and how we've gotten to where we've gotten to, how we've gotten here, what it's done to the family, things of that nature. See, here she is right here. She's sitting in. Boom, boom, boom. Look, it might be a little birds that blurry the background.
Hey.
What's up, girl?
What's up? Oh my God, you in your shades.
Yeah. So now, Fifth, you're gonna read the thing, right?
Yeah. So when it comes, so this is our section called Bros versus Hoes. And when it comes to the battle of sexes and what role we play as men and women, how did we get to the place we're at now? And what I mean by that, or what is meant by that, is historically and traditionally, for hundreds of years, men have been the thousands of years, have been the perpetual provider, be the ones that went out into the world wearing those dangerous animals running around. We had fucking spears and shit. Women would more historically stay around, get the berries, take care of the kids, make sure the house is taken care of. Fast forward to, call it 1960, or the women's suffrage movement, the first wave of feminism in the 60s. And 2025, you can see what we've gotten now. I'll put this out here by saying, since the 60s till now, let's say 60, for number's sake, it's called 70 years. I know it's not 70, but it's called 70 years, right? In that 70 years time, more women have gone to the workforce. The nuclear family has eroded. You have 80% of household debt is held by women who have only in the last 70 years been able to get credit cards in their own name and not under men. So you can see and I'm not saying, this is to all women. This isn't bashing women. What I'm trying to get to is that I feel like we all have a place and a role. But the problem with the feminine wave is when we say women in the kitchen taking care of the house, it has a negative look on it, and it's not valued as high as what men do, which I think is bullshit, because I feel like it's a good compliment to have a woman at home. If you're a man and you're able and lucky enough to be able to support your household with a one income, and the woman stays home and does everything else, that's not a negative. That's not even devalued. To me, that's just as much value as me going out and bringing home a paycheck every week.
There's a lot of women who like that shit.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. And it's not a value thing. It's not that the woman staying home is less of value. That it's a different value. It's not the same. And it's a yin and a yang. It's a compliment. So if I go and work 60 hours a week, I don't want to come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids and shit. The woman does it, and she's naturally a provider, and she's a natural nurturer anyways. You know what I mean? So let me ask this, Karen. With what I just said, what do you feel? What do you feel coming from a woman's standpoint and a woman's point of view on that topic?
No, I agree with you. I think if women can stay home.
Look at the screen. Try to say more.
Oh.
I feel like Joe's a bitch. Is that what?
No, he can be a bitch sometimes, but
okay, we all can. Okay.
Yeah. No, but I agree with. I think if women could stay home and take care of the kids, then and take care of the house, because say I got a job, I would have to come home and do 2 jobs to say.
No, but then it would be split. It would be split. Then no, what I'm saying from a family point of view, where do you, is it, in your opinion, is it more of a value for a woman to stay home, or in this case, even if a woman was working and a man to stay home, for one of the two parents to be home, is there a benefit to the family structure versus if there was 2 people working all the time? And
yes, there is, because there's a parent always home. It's not someone else raising your kids, or your kids are not just out and doing their own thing. Yeah. And not relying on other people to. Bad enough the kids are gone for 8 hours at school. You don't need another person
for another couple hours taking care of kids. Then who's influencing the kids at that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, who's
the government.
Because this, Kathy said to me recently, she was like, when we had our first child, she was like, once she was old enough for me to go back to work, she was like, I didn't want to go back to work, but like for most of us, we live in a world where both people in the relationship are just the reality of.
No, but it's designed that way. It's designed that way to erode.
But I think that most women would enjoy it because it's not like they're at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh yeah, cook me food, and like there's plenty of like it's basically, dude, being at home. As long as you're not just like laying on the couch eating bonbons and watching.
It's a full-time job.
And go to QVC.
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
Bro,
yeah, sometimes it could be.
With crazy benefits. We think of the benefit of that. Like, woman gets to stay home. She doesn't, like you say, you don't have outside influences influencing your kids, possibly giving your kids values that you don't have a value for in your family structure. Now that causes problems within the household. Think about this coming up. Like you think a certain way, your whole house, your whole life is a certain way, and then the school teachers or whatever people are now instilling in your kids a different value set. That's a direct conflict with your family. That's gonna erode the family and break the family up. Almost like that's what they want. You know what I mean? Almost like another step on how to splinter.
I want Kathy to make me a T-shirt that I saw that said, I'm just a conservative dad trying to raise two conservative kids."
Yeah.
But dude, no, it's true. So like Kathy said, she was like, I would have loved to stay home and stuff, but like I just knew like the reality and shit. But like it's weird how like, did you see, I forget the football player's name, but he did a speech at a college graduation. What do they call it? A commencement speech. And he said, like, he was like, I know a lot of you girls have been programmed to be like, oh, you know, my
Boss
stuff,
girl.
like don't have kids and like just like, because that's a big thing. They'll be like,
That's
don't
huge.
have kids. Just
Yeah.
oh, guys, like, and he was saying like, but the true reality is, and he's like, a lot of you will realize it someday, and this is really true. I swear that like a lot of people will argue with it, but there's a lot of women that are in their late 30s, early 40s who took that route, and now they're like,
regret it hardcore, bro.
I regret this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's not saying that like do whatever you want to do because it's a free damn country, but like it's not a bad thing. Like whenever I say men and women are different and somebody gets uptight, just that phrase, I say that's your problem because you're taking what I said, men and women different, and making it a bad comment. That's not how I'm looking at it at all.
No, that's their problem, bro, because they're looking at it like they're projecting how they feel upon what you said without getting context from you. Like when you say the word different, everyone starts to take the word different as a negative. And different isn't, the word different doesn't mean a negative, bro. It means different. It means I'm a guy, I'm more physically able to do certain things that women can't. Now women, I can't have fucking kids. Women can. You know what I mean? Like there's different, that's why women and men are the yin and the yang. What I am deficient in, she is good in. What I am good in, she's deficient in.
You compliment.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, I saw this podcast recently. I think I mentioned to you. So I don't know if it was on the last one, but whatever. Where it's guys on one side. Well, they're the guys who have the podcast, and then they invite a panel of girls on. And this woman was really saying, like, she was like, I just think that women are smarter than men, and men are just straight trash. We don't need them. And the dude was really? Yeah. And the dude was, I think it went kind of viral. And the dude was like, really? He's like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, because if you just think about it here, right, for 1 second, who do you think built like this building?
Everything.
Who do you think built the infrastructure for these lights on it? And like, dude, her face was just like, I love that shit when you ask people a question and you see in their face like, oh, they just realized I'm a fucking idiot. Like
you know the problem is, bro, they look at everything to how we got here today and forgot about it, and only take that opinion from, we don't need men. And it's like, all right, maybe let's just give that idea a little bit of, I'm not saying I agree with it, but okay, let's run with it. Moving forward, we don't need men. Okay, so the roads, the sewers, the electrical, the plumbing, so when all that fails, are you going to fix that?
No. They'll just assume that it'll just fix on its own. No, but can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like, I don't think women should ever be in like government. Like you see what happened with the mayor. What's the one in Chicago? They're just spending money, and we need strong men.
Are you talking about Mayor?
Super Mayor.
Superwoman.
Are you
talking about Mayor Ratchet Hood Rat?
Yeah. But even look at Massachusetts.
That shit's wild.
Hold on, cook some more. Why do you, Karen? You're a female. Why do you think women should not be put in a position of power?
Who put that there?
What? Oh, make me a sandwich.
No. From a female point of view, why would you think women shouldn't be put in a position to lead?
Because we are emotional beings, and to say we don't like what the other person, a male, said, they can just do stupid stuff. Like,
Would it be because no?
Never mind
Basically saying, do you
spending
think
the
it was
money, but like we react differently than men,
absolutely?
and no, I just don't think that we
No,
should.
would you say? Would you
Females,
say no? No, go back to your first point. Would you say because now we say emotional, right?
yeah,
Would you say that like if a situation occurred, let's say a woman's a president, right, and
yeah,
and a male president of another country, starts threatening the United States. Do you what you're trying to say is that do you think that like women would react maybe to they react off of emotion and not
yeah,
logic and possibly
and
get
not
into a
think before
conflict?
they react.
Yeah,
So can I ask you a question though? Do you think that women should be involved in politics like at all, or just not at all?
I don't think they should be in politics at all.
Yeah,
at all.
I actually
Zero.
oh,
That's interesting.
I actually do know. Like, I mean, but
Like,
see,
if they're gonna be in politics, like they shouldn't be.
the way I look
Like,
at it, the way
Like
I
a
look
leader.
at it, is they could like be, like they can still work in the
yeah, like
wait,
behind the scenes, but
go
just
to
not.
City Hall.
Yeah,
Like, do you know how many women are working there, like behind the scenes stuff? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, because I'm not one of these people that like say like, oh, if a woman wants to have a job, that she shouldn't have a job, or that if she wants to go to college, she shouldn't go to college. Like that. Like that's
No, I'm with that. I'm all for
no,
it.
no, you.
No, I have a perfect thing, right? So if I'm the leader, right, and the women in the background, if I need a glass of water or a sandwich,
no.
Yeah,
you
they
can
could
go
be like
make.
assistants.
I'm
I
kidding.
You
I'm
love
know,
kidding.
women
I'm
though.
kidding.
But why do you guys
I'm
think
kidding.
I love women? But why do you guys honestly think? Why do you guys think that the last two women who ran for president? Why do you think they lost overwhelmingly?
because actually,
No, talk about one Harris.
I know
Why do you
they're
think Harris
both
well,
lost?
dumb.
Harris
I
just
know
got
they're
Hold on,
in
both
hold on.
dumb.
Why do you think Harris lost?
because she's
I think the
stupid.
number one reason is they were women. To tell you the truth,
No,
Mhm.
I don't. I don't. I think.
but
I
they're
don't think it's
both
because they're
dumb.
women. No, I don't think it's because they're women. I think Harris lost because not because she's a woman. It's the fact that she could not articulate anything. She didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah.
And it. I will say this. I will
It
grant
wasn't
that.
genuine. It wasn't no
No,
genuine.
I'll grant this. Women leaders in politics, you have to be exceptional because most men don't want to follow women. I'll grant that, right?
Yeah.
So to grant that and then say on top of that, when you're being asked questions and being interviewed and you can't articulate something that even makes sense, you're definitely not gaining those votes.
Yeah,
You're definitely
dude.
gonna lose out on it.
I think the only reason they wanted her is because she was an idiot and she was never going to be in control.
Because she was a black woman.
And she was
It's
black.
because she was a black
Well,
woman. That's why.
they were
I'll
gonna
say it.
control of her. But like, no, like,
That's
here's
a
the-
DEI hire.
all I'm saying, yeah, no. And what I was saying about women still being involved is like a perfect example. And she's kind of behind the scenes, and she likes behind the scenes. Susie Wiles, you know who Susie Wiles is?
No.
Mhm.
See, and that's because she's so behind the scenes. So Susie Wiles is part of Trump's team. I forget exactly what she does, and she ran his whole campaign. I think the first one too.
Yeah, like they should be behind the
Like,
scenes, but not.
She is a badass. Like women can be badass in Boston.
Yes.
100%.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Pam Bondi,
Role.
the head of the FBI,
Women
dude.
can be in the military, but I don't think that you need to be putting women on the front lines. Like,
No.
Yeah, like not, and like they could be
Dude, Pam
behind.
Bondi
But
is the head of the FBI.
yeah,
She's a badass, bro.
Yeah.
just look at the trails of women that are in government that are governors or mayors. Just look at their history and look
Yeah,
at
they don't.
what they've
bro.
done or
Look at the
haven't
mayor.
done.
Yeah, you want to talk about some crazy ones? Look at the mayor of Maine. You know that shit, Joey,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my
yeah.
God, I could
You
just
see that?
imagine.
You see that?
I just see in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
She wanted to beef with Trump at an event and
I saw that.
say that she's not going to stop biological males.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Then
Like,
what's
look
the
at
point?
that.
Of,
Just
what's the point of having Title IX then?
But that's the
That grants you fucking
What happened?
all your sports shit. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
keeps
like
men
who-
out of sports, allowing a certain amount of money, a certain amount of opportunities. Not grants. I'm trying to think of scholarships. It offers scholarships to women to get into these Ivy League colleges for their sports play. But if you have men like the
a man's gonna beat a woman no matter what, even if it's he was shitty on the male sport.
the
but
lowest men will outcompete the top female in almost
that's
any
not
sport.
fair. And never mind how many girls got hurt. How many girls got hurt?
lot.
Like
How many?
that's ridiculous. Like no, I don't agree with that. I don't care
lot.
because you cut off your dick. That makes you a woman. No.
Doesn't make you a woman.
You wear as much makeup
That
or
makes you a man
wigs
without
as
a
you
dick.
want. You're not.
Dude, do you remember when, to prove the point, they had Serena Williams?
Yeah.
She was at the top of her game, and she
Mhm.
played amateur dude, and he fucking smoked.
Dude, she played the lowest ranked male, the absolute lowest ranked male, and she lost like 3 sets, like 6-0, like 3 sets in a row, 4 sets, like she's nothing.
See in Europe, you know how I was talking about France and England ascending? They want to put troops on the ground in Russia, and
Ukraine.
And they're drafting females. They got drafts going now. In Ukraine, they're drafting females and people who are mentally challenged and elderly people. Like they're just
there's nobody left because there's nobody left.
And just bringing them to the
No. So I'll give you both sides of perspective on this. What about Israel? Israel actually has a lot of females in their military, but they have to because they're such a small country, such a small population, surrounded by billions of people who want to fucking kill them. They don't have a choice.
And there's smoke shows a lot about it too. Like
they are.
Certain they use them as like honeypots and stuff too. Like because guys are stupid.
That's how they keep the guys in line.
I always wondered like how this happened, like how women let men sneak in, like and
how's that happen?
I'm very I've always been very curious about all this stuff, all fucking history and shit, and I've really looked into it. And it, honestly, tell me what you think. It seems like did you know that the Rockefellers paid millions of dollars into women's lib because they couldn't tax half the population? So that's why they wanted women to be able to go to work. Mm-hmm. So women became feminists. Eventually, the whole feminist thing, women, even though they still say like they don't get paid the exact same as men or whatever, like, but for the most part, stuff got good enough. So they're like, oh, now we're gonna help out this whole gay movement when we were kids, and it was like, oh, like it'd be nice to gay people, and even it's like, yeah, sure, and like people, but the people who are against it were like, no, if you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. People are like, what are you doing?
And they did.
Now look at it.
And they did.
And then the whole gay movement turned into the trans. Like, it was a whole progression. And like now we're at a place like it's just mind blowing. When I talk about it, it seems like such common sense. And I know I know people think that this is like hateful, but it's just common sense. I just don't get because I always say, be what you want to be, like. But
do what you want to do, but don't involve children.
Don't get the kids involved. Yeah, exactly.
Trump.
We got comments?
Oh, it was breaking news. Trump says Trump announced that he's pissed off at Putin and he's gonna smack him with some more sanctions.
What do you do? For what though? What's the
breaking news? Because he said he's not doing what he wants. He's not stopping. He's still pounding them with missiles and shit and drones.
Yeah, but I mean, again, do you blame?
I
know what I mean, dude. Do you blame?
Can we go back to the gay movement? But
Absolutely.
Do you see only in the white countries? The whole gay trans thing, but you
see all the money they spent in all these countries to put like that's wild.
It's really first world countries. If you go to like the Middle East, why don't you see the shit in China?
Yeah.
You don't see the shit in Asia. You don't see the shit in the Middle East. You don't see it in South America that much. You don't see it in fucking Africa.
Because they say, dude, they were even trying to push it in Africa big time.
And they didn't.
One of the presidents on his fucking country he was like, we are not going to bring that gay shit down here. Yeah. No.
But the thing is, it's just the white. It's the blueprint for the elites to just take over the world, to destroy the world and take it over. Yeah.
He wishes.
No, but is that it? Wait, I get a better idea. Is that what it is? Like, do you think this is the game plan of the rich elites to basically blow up the world? So they're just, in the end, it's just them. But they don't realize, like, without us, they're done.
They're nothing.
Who's gonna buy their product? Like, I don't know what these people are thinking, dude.
No, it's not about buying the products, bro. It's about them putting their agenda on us and with the least amount of recoil back. And to get rid of people like us that talk like this, that spread real opinions and real facts versus what they're saying. Once you can eliminate us, bro, they've won because there's no one else to stand up. They'll fucking steamroll over us. You need people like me and you and her to fucking stand up and say shit. Like,
I've got something to say about that, dude, because this is friggin' crazy. I'm sure you saw it online. but there's more breaking news on the subject. But anyways, my TikTok. So my first TikTok.
You shit got banned. You shit got banned again, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
What'd you write this time? What'd you do?
No, it was a video. You know how I make my little things. Of all the women from the squad.
Yeah.
And somebody made it so it looked like their faces were on Mount Rushmore, and it said Mount Moron, and I put it on my TikTok, and I put clown faces as a description, and I put AKA Mount Trash Whore.
Did you spell it? Did you spell whore?
No.
You put an asterisk on the O or something? Did you somehow?
Yeah, dude. Doesn't matter what you.
And they still got you. Huh?
Bro. But the crazy part is like they just deleted my whole shit. They just said goodbye and just.
Dude, you had 2,000 followers. So I just looked at your shit the other day, bro. You had like 2,000 followers.
I was about to hit 2,300. So my first one got up to over 1,000. And right after the morning after Trump won the election, they said no more.
Fuck you. No shit.
So they just, but bro, I'm not going away. I'm starting a whole.
I love that about you.
You just keep going.
I love that about you.
I'll make a new freaking.
How are we looking right now? How many people? How many people in the thing?
Bro, hopefully I can fix it like I had fixed it in the past. But that's what I meant to say. The breaking news is that I went to go on Twitter to promote this, and I'm suspended on Twitter right now. But I think it might be a mistake, like before.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, what's going on here? But I feel like the way that the U.S. government was pulling the strings at Twitter before and Facebook, I think now that's what they're doing at TikTok. I think that was what that shit was all about, wanting to get control of TikTok. Because TikTok is different now than what it was before.
Yes.
Yeah, China doesn't run it.
It's weird. What's that on the screen?
What?
Look.
Oh my god.
Hold on. That's you right here.
Yeah.
Hey, this is not that kind of a show, sir.
I know.
Hey, if you want the we'll call this the ROF account. Let us know. We'll send you the links.
I don't have no.
I shave my feet and paint my toenails and tell everyone it's her feet.
Ew, no, you could tell I have 2 feet. You have alien feet.
So,
my toes go from big to small.
Big to small?
Yeah.
You trying to say I'm small?
No. Your middle one is longer than your.
So Karen, let me ask you this. I mean, I don't know how Miss K Dizzle, I don't know how hip you are into this AI thing, but they're saying in the next 5 to 10 years that artificial intelligence will one artificial intelligence, right, will be smarter than every human on the planet combined. What do you think about that moving forward?
Yes,
point. Oh yeah, I believe it because it's a computer.
What do you think about that in for human society? Is this a good thing or bad thing?
Bad thing.
And then please explain why. Like, why do you think it's a bad thing?
Bad because.
Joey, they see what I put up for your transition. Yes, points. Good transition. Go.
Why I don't think it's a bad thing because. Where they're trying to access people out. Just like robots. If we have robots going on, like they could kill us. Not even if you freaking kill the battery or take them apart, they'll find some way to still.
Do you know what they're talking about right now? They're talking about they want to try to find a way for AI to govern us eventually.
Yeah, can you see that?
Because it won't have the same bias that human beings get. It's gonna kill us, bud. That's what it's gonna do.
No, it's gonna have a bias. You want to know why it's gonna have a bias? Because a human made AI, so it's in its infancy. How it just like a human being, right? Just like a baby. A baby, you can tell how its parents have raised it as it gets older because it has certain values. The AI is the same fucking thing. It's gonna have the same value system because it was created by a human, and those humans in its infancy stages.
What our world would be like? We're seeing enough violence, enough crimes against children. Do you know that's disgusting? Our world would be. Might as well just blow us up.
That stuff, dude. A lot of people don't even want to discuss the crimes against children, and I get it.
But there's more and more. Just cut. If a pedophile can't reoffend if you kill a pedophile. Sorry. I just think you ruin a child's innocent life.
You have to say unalive.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, is this on the YouTube?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh. I mean, sorry.
Just say on the
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you think, now, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Terminator, right? So do you think that AI could end up being like that, where they get to the point where they're so smart and so technologically advanced over us that they're going to go, why am I taking orders from a lesser being or a lesser creature? And then say, no, you know what? You're my bitch now. You're my pet.
That's why they probably made that movie, because they're showing us what really is going to happen.
Dude, Hollywood really shows. Do you think it was a good idea for a company in China that makes crazy robots to name their company Skynet? Do you think that was a good idea?
Skynet and Terminator is the company name that created the Terminator. It's all.
But that's their god. Because as long as they show you what they're doing.
Say hi to Weapon.
Hi, Weapon.
Say hi.
Why isn't he on here?
He's down there. See, you don't see him down there. Oh, that's right, because he's not here.
Yeah.
Weapon. Oh yeah, he's not there.
Is he doing the show still? Like, or is he not doing the show anymore?
Well, Weapon, Weapon, are you still doing the show, bud? Are you? Oh, okay. Good answer.
Hey, Weapon.
Weapon, you there? Oh.
Come on, Dan. Mr. Dan.
All right.
Dan the man.
Dan, he's our man.
He's in a trash can right now.
I like that. One second, where's the other?
Where's Kathy? Kathy should be on the show too.
She probably maybe will at some point, but
like we should have one where it's all.
We did. Me and him talked about that. Something we want to do.
But I think we should have it live instead of being on the computer.
No, we do it like this, but you guys, you have to.
I just.
No, if you don't want to do this, you can go in a certain place in the house and we send you do it to your phone. That way you have your own boss.
No, what is this? How do you get StreamYard? Yeah. So that's how you.
And this is the free version too. Wait till I pay for the real one.
This is all like the people use.
You have like 10 people on here, I think.
So is this live on YouTube or just live on?
No, it's live on. It's live on the SunDaze YouTube page.
Oh.
Yeah, because dude, we just broke 300, right? Subscribers.
Yeah, I saw that because of you.
Bro, we picked up another one today while I was in church. We have 302 now.
Nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's why this whole time I just built up that, because I'm like, eventually I'm going to need this again.
Yes, sir.
SunDaze.
So Karen, while he's doing this, is there anything in the political sphere you'd like to talk about? Like what part of what's going on in life do you like rouse you up the most, and why?
The whole. But I don't know how I could say this without. I don't want you to get like. Just to divide the people.
Like for the movies that Joey likes to watch, that's called Corn. What people who are scumbags to women, that's called Grape. You can say Unalive.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about
So when you say divide, are you talking about
like the colors?
I was gonna say, are you talking racial divide, gender divide, like
both? All of it. Yes.
So let me ask you this: how old? If you don't want to say exactly your age, but you can. How old are you?
I'm 40.
So you're 40. So you've been around since the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So when you were growing up in high school, I want to say you were the late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
High school, I started the end of 99, obviously September 99.
All right, so you were like the last, so you're like, it's called around the 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give or take. Now, when you were in school, in high school then, would you say that the racial tensions are higher now than then, or higher then than now?
Higher now.
And
we're kind of like back like how it was in like the 50s. 40s.
So you think we've instead of moving forward, progress-wise, as times move forward, we've gone backwards?
Yes.
Now, why do you think that is? Like, for what reason do you think?
That's their agenda, and ever since that.
Whose agenda do you think that is?
The government.
The government. So, and why do you think it would benefit the government to have different
together.
Racist stuff?
Because they could take over. Like if you're all divided. They can easily take over. If we're all standing together, they can't.
No, I agree. So you're saying that if they create these fake walls in between people, right? Mm-hmm. It's easier to conquer these people than if we were all united as one.
Yep.
I think that's fucking very.
Never mind.
Did I
Like,
mute myself or something here? I can't hear you.
No, I can see you. You're talking.
Like, I don't look at people as color.
Can you
how
guys
they
hear
are.
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't hear you for some reason.
Did we touch anything?
No, it's him. He went off screen and came back on.
Yeah. Are you looking with your good eye? I thought after the
He can't hear you too bad.
Oh. Oh, God. Damn, I missed it.
Nah, that's awesome.
What?
Can you hear us now? No. Technical difficulties here at SunDaze.
I don't know, bro. What happened?
We're here, bro, and we're still live. So while Shipbum over here is figuring out
I got
his
it. No, I don't know why, but you guys just came back.
Yo, you know what Karen said? She said figure it out. Find it with your good eye.
Look, my eyes are fixed, bro. Wait,
Until I you know
No,
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slap him with my dick and spin his fucking eye back around.
What are we at?
No. So I was asking Karen about why she thinks that the racial divide now is worse than before. She said that the government's doing that on purpose to divide us so that it's easier to conquer us. If we're all divided, it's easier to walk over people than it is had we all been unified, which I thought was a valid point. I thought it was a very valid point.
If we're unified, then we can all fight against them. Like,
yes,
that's what they don't want. And dude, I'm so tired of trying to explain that to people because I know a lot of people who do understand that, but there's some people who don't, and
they're just pure ignorant and they just don't care. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True whitey. Like I don't get that at all. Like
you know what's funny? You know what's funny too? That I'm starting to see now is, people claim not to be racist, yet within their engagement, they're like black this, white that, Puerto Rican this, brown that, Muslim this, whatever. And it's like, bro, you are that. You are thou of what you speak of. Like, but and you don't realize it.
But did you notice why is it that the only type of racism that is accepted in society is
to be racist against white people?
It's to be towards white people.
And they call it oh, it's just white rhetoric.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Racism. Like. Racism. I don't know. I've never had more people like give me dirty looks because I listen to black music and I'm white, and like if they just look at me like.
Bro, I'm a producer in black music. You should hear the shit I get. It's
like especially like
bro, but you know
black females.
They talk about this stuff about cultural appropriation, then the same motherfuckers try to walk in a room with blonde hair. That wig.
And wear the freaking. The contacts,
bro. So I'm talking. That's what's crazy.
So stupid, so dumb.
It's double, dude. There's so much double standard when it comes.
I was literally like, who cares anyways, bro? Isn't no? Let's be honest. If I was to let my hair grow and get braided, I'm doing it because I like the look.
Yeah,
that would be something of like, oh, I'm saying that I saw fucking and braids is a bad thing. Because braids came from it's called the Dutch braid, so it came from Nordic people, anyways. But you see, a lot of black people have braids. Maybe I want my hair. Oh, that's a cool look. That's not. I would get braids because I appreciate it, not because I don't like it. Like,
have you seen the videos of black people like attacking people who white people who have their hair in braids and be like, pull those braids up. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just like if you wear a bonnet, like when you go to sleep. Who cares?
Like, bro, obviously you're doing it because you like.
Bro, I know you did too.
It's negative.
Bro,
like,
we were talking about this about how it really was a different time back then. Like, bro. We used to wear, like, maybe we were queer, but we used to wear do-rags and shit. Nobody said that.
Yeah, I know. Dude, like, what was that movie, Malibu Most Wanted? I'm thinking of.
No, but you're right, though, because you did it to promote the fact that you liked it.
Yeah.
Why is that bad?
And, like, why is that bad? Bro, there was, like, a sweet spot in the late 90s, early 2000s, and, like, all your black friends were, like, they wanted you to call you
yeah.
They called you the N-word with an A, with a soft A.
Yeah.
And they want you to say it back to them.
Yeah.
Those days are over, which I don't care anyways. Like, I'm not, like, it is kind of cringy. Sometimes I see white dudes, like, out in
my God. Oh, white chicks especially.
Like, and I'm like, bro, it's a bad look.
It is.
It is. That's terrible, bro. Like, listen, the word itself is fucking terrible. We shouldn't be using it.
It means ignorant.
Period. Yeah, but it shouldn't use it because of the way the word got termed and coined for certain people. It's not.
I get what they did.
Don't say it ever.
what they tried to do, what they basically did was they took a terrible word and they claimed it for themselves and they made it
to devalue it, to try to devalue the negative content. I get it. That's why white people should never fucking say it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's there. I guess it's.
But
there.
You can't censor though. But no, because the reason why you can't do that is because if you're willing to censor that word, somebody else is gonna have a problem with another word, and then you've now opened the floodgates of censorship, which is what we as a society are against completely. Here.
I never see anyone get riled up if someone calls someone a honky or a cracker and stuff.
Yo, you can't say that. Don't say that on YouTube. The C word you just said. You can't say the C word on YouTube. That's one of the forbidden words.
Yeah, which is stupid.
It's white. No, that's white. That's the same way of calling a black person an N-word. What you just said for the C word for white people. It's actually against the TOS.
I didn't know that. So what do we say? A tracker?
Yeah.
That you say a person who's unwhite.
So
what do you put?
You can't say that. Someone who
can you say honky?
I don't know. I have to look that one up.
Can you say white Wonder Bread? Can you say mayonnaise? Can you say snow? Can you say
cheese?
Can you
say snow?
Cocaine?
You can say cracker. You can say cracker. That's not in that terminology. Like, I'm going to put some peanut butter and jelly on this cracker. Yes, that's okay.
On this
cracker.
But dude, how ridiculous, bro? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, my TikTok getting erased and stuff. Like, I was like, what if? I was talking to my brother-in-law this morning when I was going to church, and I wanted to find out if you guys have Jesus. You know, I'm just kidding.
I do, and I believe in Jesus Christ,
of Latter-day Saints. No, but anyways, I was saying to him, I said, bro, I said, imagine if I had like a TikTok shop and I was doing like a TikTok show and like that was my revenue stream, they just
done. You're done.
Yeah,
fucked up.
Well, actually, you know what though? When you become bigger in these platforms, the platforms actually reach out to you, and you have a lot more contact with people. When you're a nobody, they don't give a fuck about you. But if you actually had a store and you were moving numbers for them, they would probably hit you up like, listen, we gotta demonetize you, chill the fuck out, because they're making money off of you. They don't want to hurt their own revenue stream, but they also got to make sure you comply within their terms of service.
Yeah.
Because we're normal people that don't generate money with them, they don't give a fuck about us. If you had 6 million fucking followers on there, bro, and you was doing fucking $10,000 a month in revenue stream, best believe you would have a contact number. Somebody, you would have direct contact with them.
Because money talks.
Absolutely.
But and listen to this and tell me what you think. So right after it deleted my shit, it came up with an option to start a new TikTok, and I did, but it hasn't. I think I might have to erase the whole app and shit and start over because it like won't let me put my picture on there, won't let me change my name. It's just screwing me. Like, I even posted a couple of videos and they came up and then they went away. So I'm like, what?
Bro, if I was you, I would even create a new email for that specifically. Get it off, because I think they do a lot of tracking. This is how they find out if they're spammers or scammers or not, because you can't have... I was going to say, go to Google mode, just make a brand new Gmail account and open up your new page through the new email account.
Because peep these numbers. So my other account, I know I said this before, was up over 1,000, and it got deleted the day after Trump won the election. So between when Trump won the election and yesterday, what is that? How many months is that? November, December, January, February. So in 5 months, I went from a brand new account with 0 followers to 2,300.
That's good, bro.
But and I'm just going to do it again because last time when they erased it, I was able to build it even quick because I know the process now.
Yeah.
I'm not going away. So
can't censor styles, yo. There's no censorship in styles.
Dude, did you even see mad people were commenting on my shit all the time, and I had some traffic in there. Like it would have kept building and building, and it really started to take off. And what my old account was really starting to take off too when they friggin' erased.
Bro, don't censor yourself, but maybe be
Scale
more
it back at
strategic.
tiny.
No, not hold it back. Be more strategic on how you move with it. Everything you do, make sure you kind of look at it through the
Bro, they
lens of,
give
all
me,
right.
but bro, they fucking slapped my hand for putting like clown face emojis as a comment on people's videos. That's pussy shit, bro. Like,
No,
Like,
that's yeah.
but I think people shouldn't be so sensitive. If you're on the internet, like, you're gonna have trolls. You're gonna have people that are just
yeah,
ignorant.
right. You're gonna
you
have
know?
me. How
That's why I
Styles.
really like don't. I would love to be in like the internet more, and so, but I don't.
Yo, she loved the last two. Yo, she loved the last two Cassius videos, yo.
Oh man, I was dying.
Cat shit, bro.
The one that.
Dude, you remember when I said I make house calls as a troll, and you said house troll Styles, and you and you saw the promo that I made, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, bro.
Let's fucking move.
Bro, I'm gonna dude. I love that shit, man. But it's like the crazy part about it is that all you're doing is like to a lot of these people is just telling them the facts, and they just can't take it. Like,
Because they're so brainwashed from.
it's
Yeah,
so
I think
weird.
it's ego. A lot of people have ego, bro. They have an ego so big they can't fathom. It doesn't process in their mind that they could have had the wool pulled over their eyes or the rug pulled off underneath them. They're like, because they think they're too good for that. You know what I mean? They can't comprehend the fact that, all right, someone got over on you, and like, bro, that's okay. It happens to everyone in life. Like, sometimes you put your guard down, you give someone the benefit of the doubt, and they take advantage of it. That's life. It's gonna happen. You might as well get used to it. You might as well learn how to evolve from that and get better.
You never really told me, has Cat like directly responded to you about these?
Yeah, yo, yes. So today's Sunday, right? Yesterday morning I woke up because I posted the newest one. Bro, by the way, the fact, bro, I don't even, well, fuck, we'll talk about it live. It is what it is. The fact that you put, when you hit the LGB and you hit a different picture each one, bro.
I was done.
Bro, that shit hit. That shit hit. I was like, yo, he really he went to work on it. So, yo, I posted that Friday night. I woke up Saturday morning.
I'm getting good at this shit. I'm diabolical, son.
Bro, he texted me like 4 texts in a row. Each text was like this on my screen. He was like, and Cash it is funny because he'll tell you, yo, can you please, he says to me, he goes, yo, can you please stop? Blah, blah, you know, they're too frequent. And I'm like, all right, cool, I get it. You asked nicely, cool. But then the next thing I was bothered, he's like, yo, I got people hitting me up asking if you're obsessed with me. I'm like, no, bro, nobody hit you up.
I know.
Nobody said nothing to you. Then he goes into, yo, I just had so-and-so on the live himself, and my mind's not in the right place. He always comes, it's like, bro, all you had to do was just ask me like you did. The first sentence was fine. Bro, can you chill for a little bit? All right, cool. You asked me I'll do that. It's all the jokes. But then you're going to come with all this extra shit that everyone knows is a lie, dude. Stop. No, nobody. How many people hit you up, Cash, and said, yeah.
The new one this morning?
Yeah. I'm going to save that to like the end of next week or middle of next week. I'll hit him again with another one. I'm not going to stop, bro, but I'm fucking.
Do you need me to get some more from the guy that I get them from?
Yeah. Nah, but yo, the shit you made for the hip hop, everything was fucking hilarious. I'm actually going to post that today.
Bro,
yeah, maybe a couple more of those. Maybe a couple more of those for sure.
Video shit's like in general, like
that. What you doing right there?
But
you should be doing for this one.
It's kind of it's diabolical, but it's too damn.
It's hilarious, bro. You should be making those for the SunDaze podcast, the Hip Hop Everything podcast. Me and you, little side project of making fun of Cassius.
What did you do? Did you like the one that I put with the hip hop everything, and it was
that's why I like that. I'm posting that today.
On my energy.
Yeah. I like that shit.
No, you gotta make one for Dan since he has.
No, he does. He made a couple for Dan. No, we keep those.
Dude,
always post those.
Yeah, I mean, see, I didn't even make a really bad one about you.
I don't care. Good.
Where you had
make one. No, I want to see.
Yeah, no, but that's all. I love that. That's fucking hilarious.
Trump on his forehead, and
he's like, these people are just sick.
Yeah, that one was good. Yeah.
No, I found it funny. I think they're funny, but bro, those are good looking. Those actually look like high quality. Like it's interesting to watch. You're starting to hit your stride with the content because for a while your content's always been good. The shit you make, but for a while it just looked like amateur and kind of like, because the shit wasn't looking right, like the quality wise.
Yeah.
Now that you got CapCut and you figured out how to like pop this in with that, put this in, bro, it's definitely improving like crazy, dude. This last batch of shit you made, I saw you definitely stepped up 2 levels on the promotion shit. If you keep going, bro, you're gonna be making like high quality, bro. You'll be able to sell your shit.
Yeah,
like, dead ass.
people will be paying you money.
Fun. Thank you, everyone.
But since I was here from day one, I
say?
get mine for free.
What does your sweatshirt say?
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know if you can read it. It
Camping
says
without beer.
it says camping without beer is just sitting in the woods.
Oh yeah.
I got it at Lake Ossipee when we went on vacation there.
What is it?
So,
Like Ossipee.
Where's
I
that?
have no idea.
it's in New Hampshire.
Oh,
But I freaking
I was gonna say Maine.
I worked at school one time too.
Oh my god, you can't wear that.
Yeah. But what was it? No, I appreciate.
Yo, are you good for time? Are you good for time this week?
I look back at my old shit and I look at the new promos and shit, and it's just the way you look at your old music and you look
Oh hell yeah, 100%.
Dude.
100%.
Yep, and I'm definitely, like I said, in April, so we can plug something here because we're probably gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. We're almost 2 hours.
That's why I asked you. I said, "You good for time today? You wanna ride? You wanna rush or what?"
I want to say this. PBAB, payback's a bitch. We're working on that shit.
Are you?
Listen, that's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be either the first or second. Oh, no, not the first, because that's when Kathy's birthday is. Either the second. No, is that right? The third or the fourth Sunday in April.
Next month.
Yes.
This month.
Well, yeah,
This
it's pretty
month,
much tomorrow, is right?
Yeah.
The first.
That's what I was trying to tell you before. Like, it's about to be April when you're like, next month.
That's what was your balls.
But these guys already laid their shit down. And I have in my mind, like, basically we're doing it. You guys were doing this like the same way we did Kraken Blood, and it's probably gonna work. Just
What do you mean?
That you guys laid down your tracks.
Prior to you? Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I came afterwards and jumped in and put.
Well, yo, that's how. Very rarely do you ever get different artists in the studio and have nothing laid down. Usually it's somebody started a project, or I laid a verse down, I thought so and so would sound good on this, and very rarely do you get like, all right, we're all gonna sit here, because think about time. It takes an hour to 3 hours to write a verse and get it perfected to where you can go in and then go spit it. So you're talking 1 to 3 hours for 3 people. You need like a 6-hour, 8-hour studio session for one track. It's actually more efficient all right, so with Kraken Blood, for instance, I had my verse laid out. I sent it. Weapon was down here. I showed him. He laid his. We sat dormant on it for a while. Then we got you on it. Same thing with PBAB. We got the beat. Weapon laid his verse down. I wrote 2 verses to it. Didn't like either of them. That song sat for fucking a year and a half. We just rekindled it. I rewrote my verse.
How do we rekindle it?
Because I'll give Weapon is persistent, and in this case it was good because I had
no, but you don't remember what happened too when I was like Weapon what?
What's
I
wrong?
know, but I want to come out. I want to go in.
Yeah, good.
Well, I want to say bye to everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in, Karen Bizzle. Make sure you check her out on
Karen Ashley, not Karen Moss.
Yeah.
Karen Ashley on Facebook. Oh, what was it? Karen Ashley?
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah, you said Karen
Instagram.
Moss.
Check her out. She's like the red pill female. So check her out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'll be back on maybe the next show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't be a stranger.
No, but what was you getting to? No, I'm just saying how it came to, because Weapon laid his verse down for PBAB. I laid down 2 verses for it. Didn't like either of them. It sat for a long ass time. Kraken Blood came out. You were asking about, you like the way that the chemistry on the track. Why don't you do another one?
I asked you to send me the beat, and when you sent me the beat, you would listen to it.
Yeah, that's right. I wrote my verse. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. So let me get it right. So that track sits for a year and a half. I gotta give Weapon props on this part though. Every time we talk, he'd kind of throw, what's up with this? What's up with this? And I always kind of backburn it because I hated my verse on that shit so bad, and I didn't think I could ride the beat. So I was kind of like putting it off to the side, like yeah. Finally, the Kraken Blood comes out. We're talking about a secondary song to it. you had mentioned that I said to you I was supposed to send you the beat a while ago. You didn't. Me and you was on the phone talking. Like, yo, send me that beat. So I go to send it to you. I'm like, wait a minute. I need to structure this out.
Because you progressed crazy in that year and a half. So you're like, wait a minute.
I gotta go fuck that. I gotta redo my shit. So I got weapons now. I laid mine down. And then because I'm on the phone with you, I end up sending it to you. So now it's also because me and you were talking about it, you were like, yo, what about that? It made me listen. It made me about that song. It made me like, oh, fuck. I actually sat on the phone with you. Me and you talked for like 4 hours that night. I actually penned my entire verse on the phone with him as he's talking. Because it's funny how me and you talk sometimes because he kind of goes on rants for a little bit sometimes. Yeah. And I'm writing, not saying nothing. He's like, yo, did you hear what I just said? And I'm like, yeah. And that's how I rapping back to him. He's like, what the fuck are you talking? I'm like, yo, I'm writing the verse while I'm on the phone with you. It was dope though. That was actually dope. I forgot. You're right. You're right about that. I forgot about that. That was dope. Now I actually wrote my verse while on the phone with him. That was dope. So I sent him the track. So now it has Weapon, me, and an open slot in the back for him. So now he's listened to the song over and over again, knows where he comes in, how much time he has. So yes, we will have another song called It's P period B period A period B period. Payback's a bitch.
Yeah, and then so I was washing the dishes after Kathy cooked dinner, and I always put in my earbuds.
That same night?
Yep. And I listened to the news and stuff. No, I think it was either the same night or the night afterwards. But it might have been the same. But I was listening to the beat, and it had the first one I got just had your verse. Then you sent me the next one with your verse and Weapons.
Weapons on it. Yep.
Beat, listen to beat. And I kind of basically what it could change, but what I'm pretty sure I'm using for the verse is a mix of some stuff that was already in my head with a little bit of new stuff. But yeah, I pretty much have a set idea of what I'm gonna spit, and I think it's gonna work. And also, just because they'll probably watch this at some point, I would love to just put the idea out there into the atmosphere. Like a lot of rappers, you know how they'd be like, you remember back in the day, people be like, holler at me, Jay-Z, and stuff like that. You know, we'd like to do a project with pens and pencils.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
The three of us in pens and pencils. My idea, it doesn't have to be this.
That'd be a cipher then. That'd be a cipher. There'd be 5 people.
Cracking Blood too. And we'll do the same structure. We'll rap.
Why don't we just make a cipher, bro? Why don't we just do a cipher with them?
That's a dope idea too. Oh, and we didn't say about Cracking Blood. I found. Remember, we couldn't decide on an intro. We couldn't. And then I was looking up stuff about Krakens, and I found the intro. And we're gonna need an intro for Payback's a Bitch too. I think. I think I might.
We do. I don't think listening to that track, because I think it's 4 bars of just like the beat build up and there's nothing going on. I don't think that fits. I think you're right. We do need something. I think you kind of came up with something though. You had mentioned something. I don't want to say it live, but you mentioned something about a movie, and we just gotta find the right scene and cut it so that it fits, make sure lengthwise. But that Scarface shit. Because if we're talking about Payback's a Bitch, there's a point in the movie when he's hammered at the restaurant. And he's talking shit to all the rich people. I feel like there's something in that time frame of that movie we could grab out of there and use. It'd be fucking dope.
Bro, he says something that, like, you know what your problem is? You're a bunch of fucking assholes.
You need people like me.
You're scared to be what you want to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something. There's something absolutely in that we can say about that.
I tell the truth even when I lie. But not even just that scene, but there's definitely something in that scene. But there's plenty of cuts from that movie. Like even I was thinking, if not for this track, for another track, to have in the beginning just a short soundbite and have a okay, I'm reloaded. I was singing for that, like Kraken Blood, like have some sort of a Kraken related intro, but right after that, before we start spitting, we'll have Scarface go, okay, I'm reloaded, because it's
yeah, that's right, bro. That Payback's a Bitch shit. That's why I put that little scratch and it goes foof. right as soon as the shit comes in, because the beat itself had this like little something happened on the internet when it was sent. It has this like little like weird computer glitch sound. So I actually cut it out of there, and I noticed it has a little space. I'm like, yo, this is gonna fuck shit up. Like, I can't leave that space there because the computer will read it wrong. It'll start realigning shit. So I filled in that. So I was like, what do I do real quick? I'm like, oh, I'll just grab my ad lib that I said fifth over here, but a little, it just fit with the scratch. I was like, all right, dope.
Good. But I actually do have to wrap this up because you know me and you, we'll just talk forever.
Yeah.
I gotta drop my daughter's boyfriend. Hey, did you look at the screen, by the way? You read it?
Yeah, check out Cracking Blood on all platforms. That's spelt exactly how you see it right there. For anyone that's still in the building watching, that's you type it up as, and so capital letter of the first letter of everything, so I, capital I, T, apostrophe S, capital Y, A, capital U, R, capital B, O, Y, capital F, lowercase I, capital F. If you do the capital F, lowercase I, capital F, that's how you pretty much find us on any platform that way. But Cracking Blood is on Apple. If you're on Apple Music, go stream it on Apple Music. If you're on Spotify, stream it on Spotify under It's Your Boy Fifth, and on YouTube as well under It's Your Boy Fifth.
Isn't it on like a few weird oddball like apps?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. You can find it it's on Amazon Music too. It's on iTunes. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on Deezer. It's on Tidal. It's on Audio Mac. It's not on fucking SoundCloud. That's something I gotta do. I gotta get into the SoundCloud shit and make it. But that's all independent.
Here's another announcement too. We haven't figured it out yet, but because it kind of reminds me of how Buzzsprout, when we used Buzzsprout, how it would put the podcast on mad. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's why you pay DistroKid. That's what it's for.
Yeah, so we're thinking about at some point re-uploading all of our episodes from the first season to Spotify. We're just gonna figure out so if I actually sent you through email at all of those, I think there's like 43 of them. At some point, there's no rush on it, but you could add that to your Spotify or whatever.
I think there is a way. I have to look into it because it's funny.
You're the one who.
I want to brought it up. I know because someone had said something about it, but I never looked into it to actually figure out. It's one thing when I hear somebody say it, and it does make sense. It does sound like legit. I don't see why I couldn't, because what it's going to do is it's just no video. Actually, I take that back. I could upload. No, I shouldn't say that because our episodes are like an hour to 2 hours. I'm saying timing wise.
If it needs to be just audio.
No, but I'm thinking the length. I'm thinking the length of them. Is there? What I have to look into is, am I allowed to upload any length of shit, or is there a criteria like no more than 10 minutes, no more than 20? Like that's the only part of it I can look into, because
I think it would be cool if people could go back if they wanted to and listen to stuff, because some of the stuff. Like,
do we still have the videos?
Like I do. I have
all of them.
I have
because if you send them to me, I technically, because I have a Vivo channel, which is traditional. This might actually be a good idea. Traditionally, Vivo, right? Think about it. Traditionally, Vivo is music videos. Nobody has ever thought about going through a Vivo channel and getting the Vivo watermark with a podcast.
And dude, right. The easiest way, if I want to, is right through our YouTube. I can download every single one of the episodes. Like, yeah, dude. Like I could send you. I already
paid for it too. Like I got a Vivo channel. I paid for my channel like through DistroKid.
I just need to figure out if what the password is. But you could just go right into our YouTube and just pull.
I can't anymore, yo. You changed it. Now it pops up on my computer. Your email, right? Whatever password you had before. I tried to log into it, and it was like, this is not the right email anymore. And so my computer now alerts me about fucking your Bubba Small shit.
But it is still Bubba Smalls. So
I got the email stuff, whatever password that I had in there.
But if I find out the password, I'm just saying.
But I can get back into it.
Because a lot of the shit that we said is, the whole Alex Jones lingo, evergreen. Like when stuff like that you said, it's even more important in the future.
Yeah, later on.
There's a lot of stuff that we said, dude. That's why I see clips all the time, and I post a lot of the funny ones of us too. But until we figure that out, you know what I might do? I might do the free version of Buzzsprout, and you can put up like
Why is that not playing though? It's crazy.
5 episodes at a time or something like that. Like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to have more content available.
Yo, as you look at your phone, right underneath where it says weapon is a shit bum, right? Right underneath that, so does it show you in a smaller version? Like, will it say Styles right there? I'm gonna take a picture and show you, so you can see what I'm seeing on my end, because I want to see maybe this is how we get shit to go on. All right, so that's.
But there is immediate assets. I think but I think I would have to do it from. Oh, hold on a second.
Look. Hold on.
What the hell is all this stuff here?
I'm trying to add shit in. There you go. You just jump screen.
Yeah.
See? Now, how come I can't give that to you? You don't see this? I sent 2 of them over. They're not.
But that's like for like when you're at the end, isn't it?
No, that says thank you. There's other ones to be right back if you want to do something. What I'm trying to see if I send you something. Do I need to screen share this?
Oh shit.
Oh, he fucked up. That's dope. We gotta figure this out. We gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Gotta figure it out. Figure it out. Oh, girl, now. Oh. Let me get back to you. Oh, girl. Yeah. Right.
Oh, hey.
We're back.
We're back. Do you like the color?
No, it's gay.
It's sunny.
It's yellow. Woo!
All right, we gotta go, man. Because this is.
All right.
But I think another good show.
That was a good show. Bye, Weapon. Thanks for the Weapon. We appreciate you coming in, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't get sound effects right now. I gotta charge my shit.
Weapon.
I gotta charge this. My thing died on me.
Weapon. Fuck you very much.
Yep.
Another. Dude, send me some screenshots of what you're talking about. But that's cool now. I found some things that I can mess with.
Oh, girl, you.
Default camera. What's this joint here?
Oh, see, you made a circles. I like that better. There you go. That's better.
Yeah.
See, you fucking hold about that. See, it took 5 seconds to actually check this out. Look away phone. Look at me, daddy.
I'm retarded. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, I see what it is.
You big dookie.
There's all kinds of crazy shit in here, bro. What's this rounded corners? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking at your rounded corners.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, listen. Hey, I just sent you 2. Listen, I just sent you 2 pictures that I took. I want you to look. What I want you to look at, right, is underneath the actual live box. You'll see another box with me, and there's 2 boxes to the right. One has a picture. They both have pictures in it. Now, this is me. Like, I think I'm loading this into the thing for you. Could use these, you know what I mean? Like, instead of you being like, oh, send me this right now, I can send it to you over this shit, and you can introduce it into the fucking into the show. Because whatever you did, how you flipped us off.
Shit. Look at how I changed the color of the thing. Fucking awesome.
Still says Weapon as a ship bomb though.
Yeah, I didn't change that part.
He's like, it's staying that way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on YouTube right now and figure this out.
Oh shit.
How do
How about
you play
that, my boy?
clips using what up?
Shippered. You like
There you go. That's a better.
Peepees in the bum bum. Peepees in the bum. Ho ho! I found it. I found a thing for video clips, but this is an intro and an outro.
Yo, it says if you go once you've entered into StreamYard, you go to hold on. Enter the broadcast studio. It should say something that says brand. Click on the brand thing and scroll down. It says video clips.
Where does it say brand though?
On the screen that I'm watching, and she's on a computer, so maybe different than your phone, but it's on the right hand side of the screen. It says comments, banners, brand, chat settings. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see comment, banners, media assets.
Probably media assets, I would imagine.
Style, yeah. And then I do see video clips, intro and outro.
So listen, those video clips, I think you have an ability to save clips and then bring them into that video section. Then you can play them off that.
I think that but when I clicked on it, it said something about paying money, but it looked like it said 44 something.
Yeah, a month. That's usually what it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so if you click on that, it appears in the live stream. So there's a way to load that area up where you can click on them. Doom, boom, boom.
Yeah, the shit's out, man.
I'm gonna figure this shit out.
We gotta figure this shit out.
All right, bro. You want to jet with 2 hours and 15 minutes in this bitch? How many people? Is anyone live still? Or are we zeroed out?
No, we're zeroed out. Hold on a second. What am I doing here? I can't get rid of the freaking. Hold on a second. I am a Riri. Okay. Look up.
The screenshot. I'm the only one here. He did not put me backstage. That's all right. SunDaze. Welcome to the SunDaze show. Welcome to the SunDaze show. Welcome to the SunDaze show.
All right, just look at the screen. I want to take a screenshot. Of course, your screen went out. Hold on, I do it again because
my screen's on. I can see both of you. I can see us. I see me and you.
Yeah, on my side it glitched. All right, good. I was just taking some stuff with promos, but yeah, no, we're about to. All right, I gotta go because I'm.
Yeah, yo, check out the shit I sent you and look underneath because I put that into the show. I want to find a way to make. There's gotta be a way that I can give you shit. You know what I mean? Where
there definitely is a way. We can definitely do it.
We gotta figure it out.
It looks like it might cost money though. That's the only thing.
It very well could.
We'll figure this out. But just this dude, this shit looks ill.
Yeah, I like this color scheme is better.
And I think this will stay like this for everyone unless I change, right?
Yeah. I would say just remember what you did that way in case it does default back. You know what to do.
I do, bro. You actually have to mess around with this, like when you don't have to be live. You have to be actually in this thing. I didn't.
Yeah, fucking around with it.
Still learning, buddy.
All right, live and learn.
So that.
All right, bro.
Heading out.
See everyone in 2 more weeks. Thank you for tuning to the SunDaze show. Hopefully, our resident weapon will be back.
Yep, and please check out. I'm making a new TikTok, but basically, SunDaze SWF podcast show. If you typed it in on almost any social media platform, you're gonna find an account with all of our content.
Oh, tonight at midnight, my track with King Handsome, Concrete Jungle, drops on all motherfucking platforms Monday, March 31st. That means tonight at midnight. I'm going to try to premiere the song, hopefully tonight, on the Hip Hop Everything podcast.
Hey,
going into tomorrow.
Because I'm having a problem. I can't. I haven't been able to find the song on there. Like, if
Which one?
For it, like if I go in and search for it.
Search for what?
Wolves or whatever.
Wolves don't drop till April 11th.
Oh,
that's what Marvin Gaye.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to send me a link because I'm having an issue that I can't.
What you want? Have you pre-saved? Have you pre-saved Concrete Jungle and Wolves?
I have to do Concrete Jungle, but I can't find Wolves. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I search and shit, like I can't.
Yeah, you won't find it because it's not out.
Oh, but I mean to pre-save. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I can do that. I can do it.
Send me the link. Yeah.
I'll send you the page. All right, yo. Hall, it was dope chopping it up with you, my friend. I will obviously be in contact with you. Check all the viewers. Maybe next week he'll have his SunDaze shirt back.
I'm gonna look for it. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Whoa. All right, bro. I'll check everyone next week, man. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Peace.